We are back with some merch.
Treats.
And if you're listening audio version, go to YouTube so you can see what we're holding now. We're also wearing some of the merch.
Yeah.
We're all have it hanging up like this. What a weird commercial. Never seen this work before. New gifts, donations.
You don't find that suspicious?
If you go to NewRoryNMal.com, you will see our new merch line. If you watch our YouTube videos, you'll see us wearing it. Demaris is dressed like a substitute teacher with the beautiful crew neck. Julian is wearing the pink or the mauve version, if you will.
Mauve.
We're on the mauve. I have a splash of orange on right now. Maul has the hoodie. New colorways. It's got some cities on the back. You get the beard version. There's a lot going on with merch today.
A lot of merch, a lot of different options, something for everybody. NewRoryNMal.com now. Get your merch.
Yes. Good gift for the family. Good gift for
and it's good quality.
Good gift for just some random chick you don't know.
Great. This is a great, like, if she spends a night and the walk of, it's not really the walk of shame.
Wait,
nobody has shame anymore.
These are good threads. You can't just give her this shirt.
No, she gonna steal it for sure.
Go get it back.
This is something a girl would steal. You don't just give her this shirt.
It's not comeback.
No, I mean, they steal what you gift them sometimes too.
I mean, if she's
like, you didn't tell her to leave, but she can put it on while she's in the house.
Or he,
whatever
it's
you,
that month.
whatever you're
Half
into,
a show.
whatever you're into.
Oh, I never thought about that way.
Yeah.
They could share clothes together.
Would you let a girl if a girl had something? If you had to leave her crib, would you take a shirt or a hoodie?
No.
What? Anyways, new merch available now.
Same size as no girl I date. Like,
Well, I'm saying it would be like her exes probably.
NewRoryNMal.com. Get the merch now. Join our Patreon to get the early merch drops. If you're listening on audio, this is on video to really see the shit. Here you go.
merch. You don't find this suspicious?
NewRoryNMal.
Okay, I'm gonna show you guys this text message.
You're gonna show me a text message?
It happened.
Who is it from?
We're rolling?
Well, yeah, white girl.
You got a text from a white girl?
That goes without saying. That's like saying
We're starting this episode off
Black
different.
Mirror?
yeah, like that's yeah, like what is that really saying? Like
All right, you ready?
If I got a text from a
I
white
need
girl,
all of your honest opinion on this.
now it's a combo.
Sure.
Happy Juneteenth?
With the
Read my response.
With the white hands.
You said okay, so she says Happy Juneteenth. Julian responds why? She says what you mean why? WYMY. You text everyone happy insert holiday. He said I don't. Juneteenth is also different.
Let's start with number one. I hate people that just text on holidays. Like you can scroll through and the only time they text me is Happy Thanksgiving or Merry Christmas per year.
I just think it's
Number
funny
one,
that
hate
this
that.
white girl has the white palm saying Happy Juneteenth as a prayer.
Number two,
I was like,
why
you
is
know
a
what
white
you're
girl?
doing.
She thinks it's a Muslim
It's
holiday.
the most pandering shit. Like, don't be like, what do you mean why? You don't know, I don't. And you know what this is.
What do you
I'm like,
mean
you're not
why?
texting any white person this.
And as someone that uses the white emojis because of my pale skin,
True.
is she that olive color or is she white? I hate when white people try
Nah,
to not
she
use
hit the
white
second.
emojis.
Nah, she just came back from Tulum.
There you go.
So she got a little tan. That's
Yeah.
all that is.
I hate when white people use the yellow person emojis too.
Why?
Yeah.
Like the middle one.
Yeah.
Like, no, you're white. Just be
Yeah,
white.
like go further down. There's other shades.
Like,
yeah.
use
know
the
your
white one.
shade. Go further down go to the left. Like you went too far right.
And she really used these hands.
Yeah.
Like,
I've only seen Maul use that emoji.
Inshallah, bro.
Right.
and Jay Electronica.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Word.
What if she did the
That would
The
have been
Black
fucking
Power?
hilarious.
Like the Democrats.
But with
and-
the white
Yeah. The white hand, the yellow
Shit,
hand, Black Power
I
joint.
should respond with the photo of Pelosi doing the.
But does she even like know the history?
There's
A
no.
white person saying Happy Juneteenth is actually fucking nuts.
Can we pull up the picture when everybody like in Congress wore like
Oh, yeah.
like Kente Prince and got down on one knee?
y'all know what else is
You
like
felt seen though that day, right?
I did feel a little
Yeah,
seen.
you
I felt like for once we were being represented the right way and we were seen by our political parties. I did.
And they kneeled, thank God.
But yeah, because if they didn't, then it's
something about coming to work for a white man on Juneteenth is really not sizzling in my spirit.
I was gonna ask you guys that,
You
but
said
then I
this
was like,
last
well, I
week.
mean, Maul said you had to come today.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
I agree.
this is
with
Maul's fault.
Yeah.
100%.
I've had a rule that I'd like to implore on Juneteenth.
No white
Like,
women.
White people should work double, like overtime with no pay.
Okay.
And then at some point throughout the day, you need to pick an acre of cotton. Just throughout the day.
I like
find
the
a way.
first part.
Find a way to just go pick cotton somewhere.
We're not giving you the acre. You have to go out of your way.
I don't know if
That
that's
sounds like slavery.
Yeah. I
We
don't-
would never.
I think we're trying to
And
get
then
past that.
we would just sit at home and like get
Drink mint julep.
and eventually harvest all the cotton and take the money that you would have made that day.
No, I
in
want
our
the full
pocket.
experience. I want to whip them. Give me the whips.
Rory, how you feel about that?
I think I'll be sick that day.
Oh,
I'll use my one sick
He
day
wants
on
a
that
day
day.
off. Yeah, crazy.
Yeah,
huh?
I think I feel the sniffles
Yeah,
coming.
I wanted to support Mo
On
on
the
his
18th.
celebration. So
I appreciate that,
Support
man.
more.
I just love how much harder white people go on these holidays to like just
Show that they're not racist.
Yeah.
just that guilt hits a little more.
Yeah.
it's. I even like got emails on Friday from people, like mass emails, just to let everyone know our company will be closed.
Nice.
Like, all right, man. I get it. You're incredible.
I'm jealous.
You're the greatest
You're
white person ever.
Yeah, you're recognizing, you're observing Juneteenth. Okay.
It's just the announcement that just gets a little weird at that point.
Well, happy Juneteenth to all of our listeners and all of our supporters and our family.
Our black listeners.
Only our black listeners.
Only our black listeners. Happy Juneteenth.
I agree.
Hopefully there is no alternate side parking in effect today in your
Oh no,
That's
the quota will
in
be
your
filled.
neighborhood.
Getting close to the end of the month. Fucking crazy.
That's it's funny how like in New York, that's a New York conversation. Like, yo, is it I gotta move the car in the morning? That's only in New York City do we ask
so
each other that, like, yo, for Juneteenth, do I gotta move the car? Like, that's the only time you know if it's a real holiday. Like, you like, I gotta get up and move the car in the morning. Like, I think so, fam. I think you gotta get up and move that shit.
I mean, do black people listen to 880 or 660? They always tell you the alternate side parking.
Yeah, they start with that. Like, because that's what people really want to know. Do I have to get up and move the car?
Mm-hmm.
If not, okay, it's a holiday. You know, you can sleep in. You ain't got to be scared that you got a ticket or you got a boot on your fucking car.
great
I mean, it is funny though that white people do get Juneteenth off as well.
I mean,
They made it a holiday.
Exactly.
Like if you really break it down, they made it a holiday.
Yeah.
So then they
Not for good reason.
not for good reasons. So they could take a day off and pretend to acknowledge, we get it. Thank you. You're so nice to us. But like, it's about them. It's always been about, everything's always been about them. It's not about, fuck us.
well, did you continue the conversation with that young lady?
No, that was the whole exchange right there.
It's kind of similar to like when the white execs that sign drill rappers and take their publishing post black squares and say we can't work today.
You remember that?
Yeah.
That was such a weird thing. Like,
And I got killed for saying how nasty it was.
yeah, that was
Boy, did I look like the most
crazy.
racist human being in the music industry when I was like, this is bullshit.
Yeah, that
this
was
is bullshit.
That was because they took it like you were saying you weren't supporting, but you were calling it out like this is not real
you not
support.
working today?
Yeah.
No, maybe give a black artist his publishing back.
Yeah.
Maybe that
if
would
you
be
really
a
want to
really.
do something. If you really want to help out and show that you're for the people,
Yeah, you just want a day off.
yeah, it's weird. It's weird, but whatever, man. Hopefully you didn't have to move. You didn't have to move your car, and you got
They
some
did
extra sleep
not.
this
Alternate
morning.
side parking was suspended. All other parking rules are still in effect.
Fuck.
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Only
Thanks, Biden.
They should only give tickets to white cars.
How would they know?
To white cars, but what if I'm a black
just
man
white
with a white
cars?
vehicle?
Just should.
That's just weird
okay,
anyway.
Yeah, that's
right?
kind of funny. I like that.
You can't be a black man with a white vehicle.
Why?
I mean, why?
It don't look right.
Have you seen every rapper's Rolls Royce?
On cars that's white, you can't really see the details, the lines, the curvatures, it's certain things you just miss out on by a car just being white that you don't like. You can have two BMWs, same model, same thing. If you have a black one versus a white one, it's gonna look like two totally different cars.
I think with specific cars, though, like a white Ferrari is kind of iconic. White and red Ferraris.
Because of Frank Ocean.
Yeah, but if you pulled up in a white Ferrari, right,
Mm.
and I pulled up in a black Ferrari,
I think the
White Ferrari.
Ferrari specifically, I think the white would look better.
Hell
Any other
no.
car, I don't
Yes,
know.
it would.
Yeah.
you crazy? As
I'm not
hell.
talking about Toyotas. Just
An all black Ferrari? No way.
Those
There's
old
no
white Ferraris
fucking
are
way.
fire.
A white Ferrari looks better than a black Ferrari.
Nah, I think it would look
red
better.
is the color for.
Red, I
red
mean,
is the color, yeah.
yes, but I'm just saying if he pulls up in a white Ferrari and I pulled up in an all black Ferrari, there's no way you're not.
I'm not
looking
gonna
at
lie.
that.
The white one.
I'm looking at the white
more
one,
because
yeah.
it's a little more rare.
Yeah.
To see. Like,
Well, that's also
black
like if
cars
you
are
see a
little more
fucking
common.
albino walking down the street, you're gonna look.
And Jordan Belfort had the white Ferrari though. That shit was clean.
And
Never
I,
ate that.
that's a great movie.
Yeah, but he was a white man.
And
If he was a black man falling out of a white Ferrari like that, you'd have been like, ugh.
I don't know. Was there any black people in the Wolf of Wall Street?
No, and that's another question. That's another topic I want to talk to you about. How come we were not represented in that movie?
Michael
I
Jordan,
didn't direct it. I don't
Michael Jordan had a black Ferrari. You
Who?
know, a
Oh,
famous
he-
black Ferrari.
Definitely had white women in that
You got a
shit.
black one, red one. Like, come on, man. That's MJ. Don't
This
do
was
that.
his famous one though.
Yeah.
a
Nah,
sick
look at that thing. Classic.
Well, anyways, moving forward. Don't get a white Toyota. If you want to get a white Ferrari, have a blast.
So over the weekend, well, first of all, happy Father's Day, Rory.
Thank you. My first Father's Day.
Your first Father's Day.
And I was thinking about the holiday because on Valentine's Day, girls like tweet that bullshit like every day should be Valentine's Day for your partner.
Yeah.
I kind of want to flip that, and I feel like every day should be Father's Day.
Good luck
I feel
with
like
that.
you should treat your father the same way you treat him on Father's Day every day of the year.
That's right.
So I got a balloon.
Well, y'all start.
I want a balloon
number
every
one dad?
fucking day
That said number one dad.
where they sold 1 million of them. A lot of number one dads out there.
Oh, nothing but all dads are number
Classic
one.
coffee mug.
Yeah, you know how that shit goes.
And that must get weird if you have like a stepdad.
Yeah, because it's like, who's number one?
Yeah.
Oh.
Who's more present?
Damn.
I mean, I win just by default. There's only one dad. So.
Yeah. Did any of y'all have stepdads?
no.
No.
You have a stepdad? Are you closer to your stepdad than your real dad?
You want me to say yes?
That happens a lot though.
Okay. I don't want to dig into Yomi's family.
My heart dropped. I was a little nervous about what you were about to
I
ask.
want to go further and ask like why, but I don't think that's any of our business. But
Something about you makes me think you don't think stepdads are hip hop, but we don't have to get into that.
stepdads is. I'm ready to say hip hop was built on the back of stepdad.
Shout out to stepdad.
Absolutely,
I had a
stepdads.
really nasty African Bambaataa joke that I'm not going to make.
Yeah, no, please don't. But stepdads, if you have a because I know people that have stepfathers, and I know like their real dads and their stepfathers because we've known each other long enough. And there's some really cool stepdads. Like I
Great
like
stepdads.
There's nothing like there's nothing like great dads, period. But like a guy that's willing to step in to a relationship with a woman that has kids and he doesn't make it weird. He has a great relationship with her kids and like that's a takes a different type of cool dad.
How do you make it weird as a stepdad?
Because some men step into relationships with women and they don't try to have a relationship with their kids like that.
Or they try
It can definitely wear. But I will say some of the most tear-jerking YouTube videos
Yes,
are the ones
Julian.
where
Sorry that you had to go through that.
the kids like come with the paperwork to try
yeah,
to
the
be like
adoption
official.
papers?
Oh, if you want to cry on YouTube,
Fuck yeah.
just watch the stepdads become like legal
When they ask you to
dads.
be a legal dad, yeah.
Onions everywhere. But why I did say that is I don't think you would be a stepdad.
I think he would. That's
would.
funny.
You think?
Yeah.
I love kids.
He's getting to the age where he's gonna have to.
I think Maul would.
I'm getting to the age where I'm gonna have to.
I think
That
Maul
is true.
would opt to skip
How?
the infancy baby phase.
How am I getting to the age where I'm gonna have to?
I'm not throwing shade. As
Well-
you get older, more women, your dating pool gets older, and
Yeah.
it's more likely that a
Who
woman.
said
I'm 33 and even my age, you're kind of close to the stepdad area
You're not going to change a diaper.
What? Why not?
of another dude's kid.
No.
No, not of
hip-hop
another
for
dude's
you.
kid.
No, I'm not changing the diaper of another man's child. No.
But you said you'd be a stepdad. That could be.
Yeah, but I'm not. But how far are we? Like, close are we in? Like, where you just had a kid by a dude and now I'm with you?
Okay, pull-ups where sometimes there's an accident.
Okay,
So that's
mom.
like 3.
Like-
Your mom is right there.
Wow.
See, goddamn.
I'm not changing no diaper. See, I said I could be a good stepdad. I'm not. I didn't say I was changing no diapers from a kid that ain't mine. I'm not changing another man's shit.
But all right, what are your no's?
Another man's shit. It's
Yeah,
a
that-
baby,
You're not
bro.
changing the father.
It's a
That's
baby.
his kid.
They're not breastfeeding the father.
Yeah, but that's his kid. That's his DNA coming out of that baby.
Okay, what if he unexpectedly passed away?
All right, she made it a little more difficult.
You're gonna do it.
If the father's dead, then yeah.
Is only that's the rule.
Yeah, he got to be dead. But if he like down the block chilling, go
All right.
get that nigga.
I'll
Like, I'm not about to change the diaper. He at the Yankee game. Get the fuck out of here.
But then I could see-
the Knicks is playing. Like, man, go get your real father to change your shitty ass.
But then I could see you having a real issue with your girl having her ex and baby father in the crib chilling when you're at the Yankee game.
What?
I didn't say in the
Why
crib.
both?
I didn't say in the
So
crib.
where he's supposed to
So what
take
he's
the
supposed
baby
to
somewhere?
change it in the street?
Yeah, you know how you got joint custody. Like he has the baby some days, and then she has the baby
So
some days.
the days that she has the baby.
Yeah,
and
if the
she
baby
sleep-
shit and I'm there, you gotta get up. You gotta wake up.
Okay, so Maul's not going to do that.
What else is on the list of no's for you as a stepdad?
I'm just not changing no diapers as a stepdad.
That's really it?
Yeah.
What about picking up from school?
Oh no, that's cool. That's regular
Sports
shit.
activities?
That's cool. I'll work on your left hand with you and all that.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm not changing no diapers for no kid that ain't mine. Or like my family, like if it's like a niece or nephew, or then yeah, I'll change. But if it's another man's child and he's like actively walking through Harlem, go get that.
Why
nigga.
is
What
he-
if it's the first cycle for her at age 12 or something, and you're watching her at the time? Your girl is out. The
at 12?
dad is somewhere
At 12,
else.
she can watch herself.
No. What?
Well,
No.
you're in the crib and she has her first period. Are you like, nah, just let that shit
that's-
bleed till your mom get back? Or
No, that's mommy daughter things.
Okay.
That's not.
Have you ever bought tampons for a woman before? Or
Have I ever-
pads?
Of course I have.
Okay.
it's a weird stereotype that men don't.
Yeah,
What's
Yeah.
weird about that?
I don't know. I don't
No,
know.
they just
I've
don't
done
get the
that.
right one.
You think if I was raped?
Yeah, we don't. We just don't get the right one.
If I'm
She's
making
right.
a Target run and shorty like, yo, I need some. Yeah, like which ones? You know, now they send you the picture of the ones that they want.
Okay.
That's usually you don't say what size.
I suppose.
It's not size.
Yo, Julian.
Aren't they size?
No, they're not
Some heavy
size.
All right, what depth?
It's not.
Some heavy flow
What are you
is sick.
talking about?
It
bro?
has nothing to do
Aren't
with
they sized
your
differently?
pussy. It has to do with the flow.
It's the
your flow.
brand, the flow of the pair. If you have a heavy flow, they have ones that are more protection.
All right, how much cotton? Fine, that's.
You just shouldn't be a stepdad, is what we're saying.
Like,
I don't want to be a stepdad.
You wouldn't be a stepdad?
I would if to the thing we were saying. If I were a stepdad, I would change the kid's fucking diaper. Yeah.
I can't see Julian being a step.
Do I want to be a stepdad? No,
I can't see him being a
don't.
stepdad.
I come from a
I don't
family
think a
of
woman would
non-step
want
parents.
a step like the dude she's dating to change her kids. Like if it's not the real, like I don't even think a woman would want that.
Not if she wants you involved with the child's life.
If she took the steps for you to
If you
meet the
dated-
kid, eventually you would get to that type of phase.
But I'm saying if you're dating,
Not
a
just
guy,
you like walking in the crib for the first time.
No.
For the first date, you're like, yo, change this
That's
diaper.
crazy.
yo, change this diaper while I finish getting ready.
Yeah, nah.
Get
Crazy.
the fuck
Some
out
people
of
do it though.
Get the fuck out of
nah.
here. Ain't no nigga doing that. Show me the nigga. Get him on the line. The first nigga that ever changed a diaper on the first date.
I would feel so
Are
uncomfortable.
you crazy?
Oh my
Would you
First
do it,
date?
Rory? Though?
No.
You would do
Fuck
it?
no.
Nah, Rory would do
Now
it.
that
I feel like
wouldn't.
Rory
Now
could
that
be
you're
convinced.
dad. Now that you're dad.
No, that's a boundary that we haven't even. It's a first date, and you want me to go touch your child?
Yeah, like what the fuck is that?
I don't even want to hold your kid
Yeah.
on the first date. I don't know. I don't know you.
That's what I'm saying. A lot of
Let
women,
alone your child.
right? Like a lot of women, I'll change her diaper, like
right.
the woman's
Well, all right.
before. You know what I mean?
All right.
But
Get yours
that's a whole
too.
nother story.
You'll change your diaper.
Oh, for sure. Clean me right up. But
Yeah.
what I'm saying is, right, how long do you have to be dating a woman that still has a kid that's in diapers before she says, hey, can you change his diaper? Like
I would say 6 months
6
I
months?
think it varies.
for average.
I don't think there's a real time stamp on that.
Timeline, yeah.
I don't even think as a dad, like if that was my kid, I wouldn't want no other dude changing my kid's diaper.
I would be furious.
That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't even want that. Like as a father, I wouldn't be like, yo, like you got your new dude changing my son's diaper. Daughter, hell no. We not gonna even have that conversation.
I mean,
I'm killing everybody.
I've dated women with kids that wanted me to meet their kids, and the first thing I'll be like, is their father okay with this? Like, that's a boundary I don't fuck with.
Yeah,
at
like
all.
you can't play that
Same.
game.
It's been there. Same.
Like,
That's what
in
I'm
no
saying.
way-
If the father's like dead or like locked up, you know, then that's a little, you know, and I'm seriously dating this woman, then okay. But I wouldn't want no other man changing my kid's diaper if I'm actively like out here, I'm at work or something, and me and this woman are no longer together. Like, oh, where you at? Why are you not changing his fucking diaper?
this is gonna sound problematic. Even if he's a shitty father, I'm still gonna ask, is he okay with it? Like, if he sees his kids once a month, I'm still asking the girl I'm dating, is he okay, and does he know that I am meeting your children?
Yeah, I think that's important.
Yeah,
I think
that's responsible.
It's a respect level. I don't want to be around someone's kids whose father's not okay with that.
Yeah,
That's just causing problems for
And
everybody.
it's causing problems for sure.
yeah, but
I
that's
think
the
that needs to be a conversation anyway, though.
I'm about to say that's the woman. The woman has to. That's her job to clean.
Yeah, she has
that
to play
up.
the middle man.
She has to clear. She has to
middle
make
person.
sure everything is like on both sides, like with the real father of the child, and like she has to just make sure that all of that is like.
A lot of women do not do that. I've seen some.
Oh, yeah,
a lot
women
of
play
women
games.
Because women are awful human beings.
Yeah.
But no, it was a good day. I actually went to the James Blake, Tori Imoy, and Steve Lacy show.
Yeah, how was that?
It was great. Went to Forest Hill Stadium. Felt like, you know, a real rich white person walking through the tennis courts on the way there.
Mhm.
I always forget how nice it is over there.
Mhm.
By far one of my favorite venues in New York City. But, you know, they looked out for us. They put us in one of those fucking little suite things, which thank God, because there was nothing but TikTok kids everywhere.
Oh, Steve Lacy was pissed.
I totally understand why Steve Lacy walked out of his shows the amount of times that he did. And I didn't even stay for his show, but I felt for Tori Imoy and James Blake. I don't want to put this on his jacket, but as someone that can be shady and sarcastic, he was shading that crowd the entire performance.
Mm.
He had started with the record Say You Will, which I love, and he was trying to get the crowd to start singing it with him. It was like the third or fourth song, just get some crowd participation. And he said it, got no response. He was like, no, we could try it again. Say You Will. And he said, yeah, I see it's those Steve Lacy fans in the crowd today. And then just went on with the record.
Oh, yeah, that's shade.
And then at the end of his performance, he was like, well, I'm done, guys. You can enjoy your Steve Lacy song.
Yeah, that's shade. Was that shade to the crowd or to
That's
Steve
dope.
Lacy?
No, I don't think
I
he
thought
means
that was fire. I thought it was incredible.
That's not a Lacy disrespect. I think he was shitting on the crowd.
No, yeah, he's definitely shitting on the Steve Lacy TikTok fans.
I don't know if it's shitting off. I know it's like he's acknowledging, like, I know why y'all are here.
But it's just so fucked up because if you look at that lineup with Tori Imoy, James Blake, and Steve Lacy, the real Steve Lacy fans, they all share a cool fan base. So that show in Forest Hill Stadium could have been incredible. But instead, you have a bunch of fucking 11-year-olds that dragged their father on Father's Day to stand there and wait for him just to perform Bad Habits so they can take their phone out.
Right.
So I feel him.
I never seen Toro live. I want to catch him live. He was at I think he was at SOB's one night, and I think we were out of town, and I was mad, but that was one of my favorite artists, and I've never seen him live.
He's really, really good live. He kind of changed his appearance, unless I've been out the loop. I've never seen him wear a hat before. When he came out, I didn't think it was Tori Imoy. I thought it was another opener.
Mm-hmm.
Then he started singing. I was like, wait, he has a beard now? He's wearing a hat? Like, this is a whole different human being.
Yeah.
But his performance was incredible. Hearing so many details live was so much fun, even though the crowd was just like, all right, we can't TikTok to this.
Yeah.
But it was great. The staff over at Forest Hills is by far the best.
I don't think I've been to that venue.
No, Drake and Wayne did their show. If he went to the one in New York, that was at Forest Hills Stadium.
I didn't go to the one in New York.
Oh, you probably went to the one in LA, huh?
Yeah.
Figure. But no, it was a good Father's Day. One of those holidays that no one like really says anything to you outside of your immediate family. Like no one's walking around like in a happy holidays type way.
Mm-hmm.
So I was hoping someone would be like, hey, are you a father? No one.
Are you a father?
Like you're glowing today. Like happy Father's
like
Day.
a dad. You have a dad look about yourself.
Like no one bought me a drink.
Yeah,
Don't
no.
look like a dad yet.
Yeah.
No.
Really young still.
Oh, thanks.
He looks really young.
Oh,
You didn't have to say it with that tone.
Yeah.
Why'd you say it with that tone?
Yeah,
Rory
word,
looks
right?
young.
I'm aging okay.
Yeah.
You look all right.
compared to what though?
He doesn't look like New York dad age.
What is New York dad age?
I
What is
look
that?
my age.
They're just because y'all doing that thing that y'all do with LeBron. You're making LeBron stats for Rory. Like LeBron has the most triple doubles on Halloween.
With your old ass.
Like don't do that.
I look younger than the
He looks
average
younger
white
for a New York
33-year-old.
dad. What does that mean? What does a New York dad mean?
Benner.
I feel
Yeah, I mean,
like Bitter. Like if I saw Bitter on Father's Day, I would be like, Happy Father's Day.
yeah.
Which is funny
Out the
because
gate,
no
with
one
no
wished
kids.
Benner a happy Father's
No,
Day. The
yeah.
only person that got a happy Father's Day in the chat was Rory.
Because Rory's a new dad.
And I was like,
Yeah, Benner
and
has
Benner-
fucking 10 years of happy Father's Day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but he's like a
Just had a
Father's Day
kid.
vet though. Like it's kind of like he's
his
a vet.
daughter's like a month older than Amara.
but that's his
Yeah,
second
sure.
one.
Yeah, but that's his second child.
Ray's like 15. Like
Yeah.
he's fine.
And I'm under the impression that this will be the only year that will actually matter for Father's Day.
Yeah.
The amount of text messages I got.
You got about 3 more years.
Nah.
No
I think it
way.
was just his first
No
one. It's where
way.
people cared and even didn't really care that much. Just sent a text.
No, I think you.
Next year, that's not even happening.
I feel like Father's Day gets cool when your kids get like of age.
Yeah, I
Like
agree.
when they get like older. Because
when they can get,
like when I
get
got
the fuck
old,
out the house.
yeah, like when I got older and like it became like my job to make sure my dad had a happy Father's Day. Like I go hard every year. My siblings go hard, and then all of our friends wish him happy Father's Day.
What did you get for your father?
This year I took him on a picnic. I gave him cash.
Nice.
his cash.
Yeah.
No, it was actually mine this time. And I gave him
This
cash. I gave him a card. It was a Trump card. And it said,
Wait, sorry, what?
It said, make Father's Day great again. And then you open it and Donald Trump says, happy Father's Day, Dad. I love you. And then on the inside, it says, Father's Day isn't fake news. And I put $100 on it. He loved it.
Look at Trump.
You mixed that up with Maul's card?
No, my dad's a Trump supporter. But yeah, he loved
Your
that
dad's a
card.
Trump supporter?
Yes.
Yeah.
See his face light up?
How
Yeah.
come you never told me that?
I guess now you're his work wife.
There you go.
yeah.
You took my title.
Oh, that's all.
Might be,
Your
might be
dad-
his real wife now.
Yeah.
Your dad is a Trump supporter?
Yeah.
Have you
Have you ever had that conversation with him?
He's a Trump supporter.
It's all for tax, bro.
He's a
You know
real-
why he's in it.
A real.
That's the only reason I'm a Trump supporter.
I'm just saying, like,
Yeah, when you start making a certain amount of money, yes, it makes sense. Oh, you want to save us our own money? I'm voting for you, sir. That's all it is.
But yeah, I took him on a picnic to Fort Greene,
Cool.
in Brooklyn. Oh my god, they was outside, Ma.
Oh yeah, everybody was outside yesterday.
Fort Greene
No,
on a
no.
Sunday, especially the day before Juneteenth.
They were outside.
Curl Fest for real.
Yeah.
Curl
When is
Fest,
Curl
for
Fest
real.
again? Because I don't want us to miss that.
Like
we definitely
I'll find
summer.
it for you.
Yeah, we definitely got to make sure we at
Yeah.
Curl Fest.
But Julian, I saw that your dad was in town.
No, he wasn't. Those
Oh, you
were
were just
fake.
posting old videos and shit.
Yeah, I called. It was cute. My parents linked up with my aunt and uncle, and they did a brunch together. Just hung out. I Venmoed my dad some money. They were
Nice.
here a couple weeks ago. We did the whole Broadway show.
Yeah.
My mom's birthday's near Father's Day. We did all that. So.
Mhm. And then you came to the studio and brought your friends here and drank all of our shit.
I brought my parents here.
Oh, they drank.
So
all the
mom
wine.
drank all of our shit.
No, we talking about this weekend. This weekend you brought the hose and they.
There was not a single woman in here.
Don't worry.
That's even worse.
Me and Rory got cameras put in here. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
I've watched the tape.
And first of all, that's not hip hop that you just drank waters with the fellas in here.
First of all, you said you were going to come here and you didn't.
I said maybe on the way.
Wow.
I was tired,
because
man.
Rory agreed that he wanted to go see Ed and DJ. That's so.
That
I
would have
had
been
brought
hilarious.
two of my friends. Well, one of my friends whom Eddin knows.
The Clintons?
No.
Oh.
He's.
I remember
he
him
was
too,
in
though. He was
Iowa.
dope.
And we had some drinks here, and then went and watched Eddin perform.
Yeah. It
Eddin, how was it?
was great. I had a great time.
Where were you at?
I was at the Delancey.
Oh, okay.
Love the deal.
Yeah.
Not the
So-
DL.
Yeah. That was fun.
Some good memories.
Were they in there?
I don't know, Julian, were they in there?
Nah.
It's not really Julian's type.
So they were in there.
Too many women of color. Yeah,
Okay.
they were.
There was a lot of Latinas there.
Yeah,
He got
give me my
he got
flowers.
he got pulled up by one chick.
My flowers.
Like she was like, I want that one, and like and grabbed him
I
from
was on
the
a stage
stage.
with Eddin.
Women are
This girl
predators.
Pulled me
He's
off
a human
the stage.
being.
Yo, so
Yeah.
look at you, right in the spirit of Juneteenth slavery.
Yeah.
You were up for auction.
Said I want.
Wow,
Said, "I'll
that
take
was
that.
crazy.
I'll
I didn't
take
see him.
that
I didn't
right
see him
there.
going that route.
Imagine if a man did say that though.
Yeah, you can't really do that.
Pointed and said, "I want that one."
She
Y'all
kind
do that.
Someone heard-
she
someone
bas-
heard
she
that's
basically
literally
what she did.
I
Yeah.
was dancing like on stage. It was packed. Eddin packed him out. So I was on stage with Eddin. There was a fan up there. I had a little more space. She just points, and I was like close enough to her. She just grabbed me and pulled me down.
and he was locked in for like maybe like 30 minutes.
I mean, it was cool. It was
Well, I mean, why
Yeah, a little.
I did want to go is not to see Ed and DJ,
Wow.
but just through my research purposes of going out on Father's Day night, you tend to find those
Mom?
because they don't have fathers. They're outside for a reason.
Yo,
They're
what
like
is
just-
wrong with this
What's-
motherfucker?
There's just a
Okay.
specific
What's
group
wrong
of
with
women
him?
that go
Oh,
out on
damaged
Father's
goods.
Day.
Yeah.
Yeah, what is wrong with y'all?
Yeah,
You're right, but what's wrong
lot
with
of women
you?
searching for father figures
Yeah.
within men
It's
their
like
age.
the
hit
cans of
streets-
soup with the
they
dent
hit
in
the
them.
streets heavy on Father's Day night. Yeah, they in the clubs for real.
So I mean, that's why I wanted to go out.
That's sick.
No, you gotta
That's
hit
sick.
the streets. If any woman that's out clubbing on Father's Day,
Yeah.
oh man, the sex is amazing.
Oh my God, what is wrong
Yeah.
with y'all, bro?
And it's
That's not
already a rough
fair.
day for them to begin with, so
Yeah. Well,
they're
you
looking
that's
for
not fair.
companionship.
I have a father. I tried to go out the night before Father's Day. I went out the night before Father's Day and tried to go out the night of Father's Day.
Yeah,
You
but
went
your
out the
father
night
stopped
before
you.
Father's Day, and you tried to go out the night of Father's Day.
Yeah.
Remember when Demaris said she doesn't like to go out?
Right.
I've been in a social mood. Have you guys noticed?
No.
Yeah, ever since
I'll be
Cardi
depressed
said your
in
name,
about
you've been
a
in the
week.
social mood. We noticed that. You've been outside.
I like social Demaris. She's cool.
Pergola.
Yeah,
Sure,
Pergola.
heavy goal of
Heavy
ours.
perg.
Pergola.
Harry Purg.
They call her Young Perg.
Yeah. That's the name of her doc. The Purge. That's funny. Well, shit, there was some topics. I'm glad everyone had a good weekend.
Yeah, it was a good weekend. Some stuff happened. First of all, the most major news over the weekend for me, in my humble opinion, J. Cole becoming part owner of the New Orleans.
Used to be.
Who wrote that? Charlotte Hornets. Who has New Orleans
Did I
Hornets?
say New Orleans?
Well, they did a quick bid, I think, in New Orleans.
Yeah, it was a few years out there. But J. Cole is now part owner of the Charlotte Hornets. Major move.
Congrats,
That is
guys.
Go
That is a
Jermaine.
major
Congrats,
move,
Clay.
Go,
a major
Jermaine.
accomplishment for J. Cole. This is hip hop. This is the epitome of hip hop right here. Kid growing up in Charlotte, North Carolina. Well, not Charlotte, but in North Carolina, and now becoming part owner of the NBA team there since Michael Jordan sold his stake in the Hornets. This is just amazing, man. This is just amazing to watch J. Cole, obviously a huge basketball fan, played professionally last year overseas, and now is a part owner of an NBA franchise. I think this is something to be saluted. And J. Cole is one of those dudes that, he moves silently. He stays in his own lane. He's not really, one for all the attention and the notoriety. But he does things like this that just shows you the type of things that he has going on and the type of moves that he's trying to make. And yeah, this is just major, man. I was so happy to hear this and read this article about this acquiring that he did. Shout out to the whole team. I don't know who else is on the ownership team of the Hornets.
Does he put himself on the roster now?
No, I don't. Well,
To me, that'd be hip hop.
I mean,
Buy the team and then now I'm playing the
Owner, player. That's probably never been done before. We've seen the player coach.
Jordan, didn't he have something with the Wizards?
I don't think
No.
so. We've
I thought
seen the player coach, but we've never seen the owner player.
You can't own and play. That'd be a conflict of interest.
I feel like he had some stake in the Wizards, and then that's when he went to the Bobcats after he retired. I think he
Well,
had.
the Bobcats was
he the
Charlotte.
Was he the
was
GM of the Wizards?
No.
There was some type of situation with the Wizards when he put himself on the team. He drafted Kwame Brown. Like he was the one that drafted him.
He may have been.
I think he was a part owner, but this could be
No,
false
I don't think he was
information.
part owner. He had something to do with the front office,
Okay.
but I don't think he was part owner though.
Because once he retired, that's when he did the whole Charlotte Bobcats thing.
He was a VP of basketball operations
Yeah.
Oh, as well as a minority owner.
and
Oh,
a
okay.
minority owner.
All right. So yeah.
But then in 2001 he came out of retirement to play.
So that probably
giving up his
ended.
state.
Yeah,
Got it,
so
okay.
while he was playing, he didn't have no role there other than the player. But yeah, because you can't play and have a front office position. That's just a conflict of interest.
Well, what do you think? I hate to word it this way, but it's kind of the only way. What do you think Cole does with the culture of that franchise to make it cooler?
I think for what I think is that he's definitely going to start with more community things for sure in North Carolina with the Hornets. I think now a lot of these young kids coming out of college and high school, because you can go straight to the G League now out of high school. You don't even have to go to college. I think that that will maybe incentivize more kids to want to play for the Hornets because they're all fans of his. There's no kid that's in high school or college right now that don't know who J. Cole is. So I think that it does a lot just for the culture of the Hornets.
Yeah.
It changes the culture. It makes them more relatable. They now know a person that's in the front office as far as ownership with the team that looks like them, that they're a fan of. They listen to his music. So it just makes them more relatable, and it makes them more cooler. They now have a cool card with the younger demographic. Not that they already didn't with LaMelo Ball there. He obviously is changing the culture of the Hornets. But now J. Cole being in the front office as a partial owner just helps further that. And I think the Hornets they're just a few pieces away from being a contender now. But I think that this is a real good start for them. I think this is obviously a change in the right direction for them. So this was dope to see.
It was great to see Offset and Quavo coming back together for Takeoff's birthday. It looked like they threw something at a park or someone's backyard. Both there look like they're getting along. So that's at least good in this terrible scenario.
Yeah, I mean it's still a very fresh wound. Obviously they had their issues before the unfortunate passing of Takeoff. So I mean, if anything is gonna bring us together, as unfortunate as it is, it's funerals, it's memorials, and then obviously it being Takeoff's birthday. But I hope that this is the start of them mending their relationship. And who knows, like they probably don't show it, don't make it public. They probably have hung out and kicked it and have been together more often than us just seeing this one picture of them together for Takeoff's birthday. But I do hope that they are in a better place as far as just their relationship, because that's part of healing. And something as unfortunate as Takeoff being killed, part of healing is mending those relationships with people, knowing that life is fragile, life is is short, and if you have any grievances with people and things like that you love and that you want to move on from and get past, like it's important to try to patch that up and move forward and heal together. So
For the whole family too, because that's got to be
it's a divide.
awkward.
Yeah, it divides, because then people feel like they got to pick a side,
and then that
this,
makes
and the third.
you can't grieve as a family anymore.
Exactly.
Especially after the rumors. We don't know what really happened at the Grammys, but that audio did sound pretty nasty regardless of what the truth is. So to see them at a spot together chilling, I think is incredible. So, well, happy birthday to Takeoff.
Happy birthday to Takeoff. Still unbelievable, man, when you think about that whole situation. Him being taken like that and so unexpected, so unfortunate. But happy birthday to Takeoff.
We've been putting it off for 2 weeks to let the listeners know that we were going to talk about idols. We're at episode 3 now, that aired on Sunday evening. We've already been told by HBO it's a limited series, which I don't think they fucking planned. I think this shit was just gonna get canceled. Have you guys watched it?
I've seen the first 3 episodes that came out. After the first one, I kind of thought it would pick up. I thought it would, I thought it had potential to be a really good show, an interesting show. After the 3rd episode, I don't know, man. I'm kind of not. I'm not there yet. They still haven't made me a believer that this has a potential to be. The thing is, it's HBO. I think that's the thing. Like, if it was on another network, maybe I could be like, okay, cool. But when you have an HBO series,
Yeah.
Max.
it's like, you're thinking that it's supposed to be a certain level, a certain story, a certain. It's just not. It's not what I thought it was gonna be. After episode 1, I kind of seen people saying, "Oh, it's okay." I was like, "Yeah, it's the first episode. Let's give it some time."
The level of cinematography and how it's shot is definitely to HBO standards, but the storyline and writing is far, far from it.
Yeah,
Like, this is very much should be Hulu with commercials as far as the writing and storyline is going. And I don't know if they're just taking too long to kind of get to it. Spoiler alert, it's a cult by episode 3. But it's just like, it's not even good manipulation. And I know in episode 3, that was kind of their whole point, that manipulators and people that join cults are hurt people, and the leader of the cult focuses on what broke you the most and pretends like they're fixing it. And that's what gets you into the cult. And it's disguised as this is a safe place. He's getting away all the quote unquote toxic people that have ruined her life before away from her, so she feels comfortable. But it's like, for HBO, it's too obvious. Like, the entire script is the most obvious shit ever, and also not really believable. The biggest artist on earth, because she's not playing a Rihanna per se, but the stature of what a Rihanna would be,
right.
is who she is. So in the first episode, I was like, oh, this could be kind of cool. The way Dave or Atlanta has tied in the music industry to a scripted series. This could be cool, but from more of a Euphoria standpoint, as far as the storyline, this is just The Weeknd and his friends fucking hurt women. It's like, it's a Weeknd album, but like narrated worse.
How much of it do we feel like is The Weeknd acting versus reenacting?
He's so fucking bad at acting.
Yeah.
And I love, how I feel about The Weeknd. I love music, all that shit. Whoop-de-doo. Great act, great musician. He's put out statements where he's like, you're supposed to hate Tetros, whatever his name is. You're supposed to hate him. He's supposed to be a really unlikable character. I get that. But being unlikable doesn't mean you have to be a fucking shit actor. Those are two separate things.
Which was surprising, because when we first heard that The Weeknd Abel was taking this role, because through his music, he jumps into character and like walks around like that for like months at a time in the character based around the album. I thought that this was going to be like easy. Like
it's not that The Weeknd is a bad actor per se. This role is just too difficult for an inexperienced actor. Because it's such an obvious cult fucking storyline, so much of his presence should be creepier. Like, it's not the dialogue. Even down to like Heath Ledger with the Joker, even when he was saying nothing, you just felt, because Heath Ledger was such a great actor, the fucking creepiness just seeped out of him.
Yeah.
The Weeknd is in a bad Steven Seagal wig, and it's just like, get away from my bitch, yo. And it's just like, so much, that would be fine if he was an experienced actor. This role is too difficult for someone that's not embodying that character. He just looks like some guy with a wig and then gives awful lines. If he just had a creepiness throughout the entire thing, like when they're shopping in the 3rd episode, it's terrible dialogue, but a great actor could have just made his presence in that store a thing. Even at the dinner table in the last scene. I don't think it was terrible acting, but he just delivered lines okay. That could have been a creepy scene, and it wasn't. And Johnny Depp's daughter is actually a pretty good actress. So when they play off each other, it's really awkward.
Lily Rose Depp.
Yeah, again, to your point, I think, yes, that has something to do with the fact that The Weeknd is not a great actor.
He could be a great
But
role
this,
and different.
this role,
is-
this character maybe just wasn't.
Dog, you need
For him.
a method actor
Yeah.
for a role like that for this series to make sense. Like they put too much on the Weeknd's plate. To play a cult leader, like you got to be a different type of actor.
Do we know how many episodes is in the first season? Or is in the season?
I don't know, but generally speaking, HBO series are about 8 episodes.
And maybe it still has time to get better.
I'm going to watch the entire season. I'm not one of the people that hates it that much, but they have to like start really making some changes at this point. Like her just getting on a record with his friends is not where this is going to pivot to a good series.
Looks like there's 6 episodes, actually.
Okay.
I understand you have to establish what's going on for the first 3 episodes, and maybe it could change in the 4th, but nothing is really progressing at all. The only thing that's progressed is that we know she's about to join this cult, and the cult members are here, and they did the most obvious dinner scene ever of how someone gets into a cult. Like, it was too obvious. So I don't know where they're going to go with this, if she's going to ruin her career.
Of course
It's
she
just
is.
everything about it is just falling into, well, I know what's about to happen.
Yeah.
So they have to have some type of curveball in this to save this entire series. And it can't be focused on the Weeknd.
Yeah, no. Did
And
you
the writers are on strike, so like they can't like listen to you guys' feedback and like edit and all of that stuff.
Oh no, the season is over.
Oh, they're way
It's
past.
done, really?
Yeah, that shit is shot.
Shit years ago.
Shit is over with.
This series to me looks like what the writer strike looks like. Even if the writers weren't on strike when this was happening, to me this would be a perfect comparison of what the writer strike could lead to. Beautifully shot series that have awful storylines and dialogue. Because this is shot top tier. It looks great. Even the intertwined shots of it's a great music video with horrible dialogue.
Yeah.
There's no great writing in it. So I don't know.
Did you
We'll
see?
see.
Did you finish the season of Dave?
I finished Dave. I'm ready to jump out the window to say it belongs in a category of best series.
Yeah.
Within the genre of hip hop.
Yeah.
I don't know if you get a better show. I have Atlanta up there obviously as well, but
It kind of feels like Atlanta.
no. I thought that maybe
kinda-
season 1, they're two totally different shows.
They're different shows, obviously, but when I say feel like it, because Atlanta to me was such a great show, and that was that story from that culture versus Dave. It's both shot well, it's written well, the acting is great. Some of the guest appearances are like, cool. When I say it reminds me of that, that's what I mean. Just as far as those terms, obviously two totally different stories, but I'm with you on that. That Dave series is it's incredible, man.
Well,
It's
Dave
really,
is what
really, really dope.
Atlanta could have been if they like stayed super literal, if that makes sense. Like Dave is an actual story of a guy going through the music industry trying to make it as a rapper. Where that is a theme in Atlanta tries to and does a lot, which I think turned a lot of people off. I enjoyed how much they went left. If they would have just stayed on the way they did with season 1 with Paperboy trying to make it, I think.
No, but I'm glad they didn't do that though.
I'm so happy.
Yeah, hell yeah.
The fucking thing ended and you found out it was just your boy Lakeith in an ayahuasca tank.
Yeah.
Because throughout the show, like there was flying cars randomly. Like they went from reality and not reality through the entire time. Whereas Dave is straight shot. This is what the rap industry in LA is like. So that's where I think they differ. But the Dave shit is incredible.
Yeah.
I can't say enough about it. It's made me love Lil Dicky.
He's dope though. I like him.
I never cared for him.
It's not, you're not gonna be banging Lil Dicky records, but like he's talented.
Super talented.
He can rap, he has skill.
And I didn't care for his talented raps. This show, I am a fan now.
Yeah.
Like I'm
Oh,
a
no.
fan.
I think
you
this
are
is-
incredible.
Yeah, this is it. This
You're hilarious.
This is what we
You're an
want.
incredible actor.
Yeah.
You had your season finale is with fucking Brad Pitt getting murdered. Like,
That was wild.
how many people on earth can say they did that?
Right.
Like, that's where Dave, to me, is in a different category now, just within the space.
Yeah.
You got fucking Brad Pitt to die while he was trying to make a rap song to then tie it into the metaphor of the entire season of you trying to find love. And he died by a bow and arrow.
Yeah.
through the heart. Brilliant. I texted Rory because I was watching it.
But a sex scene
I
with
watched
with
it before Rory had. And I
with a
texted
doll.
him and I said, "Oh shit! Like, there's a Brad Pitt cameo in this. Like when he first is shown in the beginning of the episode." And I texted Rory. I was like, "Damn! Like he's about to have like a bunch of A-listers in this. This is gonna be like one of those." And then Brad came back, and I was like, "Oh, this is like Brad's episode. Like
Yes.
this is
Yeah.
about him."
Yeah.
And then obviously they came to the house, and the rest of the episode takes place in the house. I was like, "Oh, like he." I don't say carries because everyone did their part, but like he's a strong part of this episode. He's the whole thing.
Yeah, it wasn't like just a little walk by.
Yeah.
He has a hard out in 2 hours.
That's all I thought it was the
Yeah,
dap
no.
on set and like deuces. I was like, cool, nice to see him.
Yeah, no, he was. That
He
was
gets killed.
He was in that episode.
It was like in like Entourage when Michael Phelps would bump into somebody. Be like, oh, that was cool.
yeah,
Meanwhile, the whole episode is fucking Brad Pitt now.
yeah, yeah.
That girl, whoever she is, that actress that played the deranged fan, killed that.
And
He smoked that role.
Yeah.
just the scene in itself, because obviously the budget clearly went up with this last season.
That last episode will tell you that.
Yes.
Drake.
Yeah, you have Drake and Brad Pitt in the same.
Yeah,
Even though Drake was clearly on a green screen, and it's fine because his scene was fucking hilarious. To tie in an entire season that was about you trying to find love, you couldn't find it. The girl you liked, you ended up trying to fuck the other girl because she was more famous, which made you think, all right, do I want love or do I want attention? You then made love to a sex doll in a sensual way that worked for some reason on TV. Because I would have wanted to turn that off. It was fucking hilarious.
yeah,
And it lands where the season is just, you were just wanted Drake's acceptance.
that's it.
You were in love with Drake because he's penning a letter at the end, and you think he's tying the whole season in of he needs self-love. And he was penning that letter to Drake and just wanted Drake to love him.
I think this. I'm looking forward to the next season.
It's better than Black Mirror, I'll tell you that much.
And y'all say that. I can't believe that. Like I didn't start the new season yet.
I binged pretty much the entire season except for half of the last episode through the weekend because I love Black Mirror. Pretty fucking disappointing, and maybe another metaphor for the writer's strike, even though I don't think this was during the writer's strike when they did it.
That's fucked up, man. Because I was really looking forward to the season of Black
I watched
Mirror.
all of them.
The first one,
It's not it.
it started out good.
It's not bad.
I can't lie. I'm not here to shit on Black Mirror because I've loved it for years. The first one, awful. What is it?
Joan's awful.
Joan is awful.
It's great.
Great.
Premise is cool.
Really good premise. Very much Black Mirror. Very much comedy driven as well, which I like when Black Mirror sometimes gets in that bag. After that, it gets really lazy. I'm not that good at predicting shit when I'm watching shows. I predicted every single thing in this entire series. It was
Damn.
that obvious.
That's unfortunate, man. Because I like Black Mirror.
The first one, it's worth it. The rest, if you're a fan of the series, give them a shot, but they're not. They're really underwhelming and super predictable.
And they start out like giving you so much hope because you know Black Mirror for what it is.
Right.
So even there's one that starts out with Jesse from Breaking Bad. These two
Aaron.
astronauts are in space, like fixing the world or some shit. And they develop this thing where you could go into a pod.
Shooting down balloons.
Rory's synopsis
Chinese
is hilarious. You want the actual thing that they're doing?
They're saving the world, no?
There's a technology developed where the real version of
Oh, I was
yourself
getting to that.
is up in space. Meanwhile, a altered version, a prototype of yourself that's not human, lives amongst the Earth with other people.
Your actual mind and conscious can go into a machine version of yourself so you can live with your family while you're actually up in space. Started out great.
Yeah.
And then they tied in the Manson family into it. This guy goes down to see his family. These people break in because they want to stop this technology. They think it's going to be harmful. So they burn his actual machine body and kill his actual family. And he watches the entire thing. So now he's back up in space and can't go back down because his prototype body shit was burnt. His partner, who also has a family, is like, yo, you could like borrow my body for like the day if you want to get some fresh air. Immediately, I was like, oh, he's going to murder that family.
And fuck the girl.
Like, it starts out so good in every series, and then it just becomes the most obvious bullshit ever. Like, how would you not see that guy's about to murder your family?
Oh, that's fucked up.
And then the whole crux is they literally can't coexist without each other. So even after he murders his family and comes back into the spaceship, he can't react or kill him because they need each other to survive where they are. So then they're just now together, just floating into space, both with no families or nothing to go back home to.
And I don't think we're giving spoiler alerts because within 15 minutes of every single one of these episodes, you're going to know what's going to happen.
That wolf shit was so fucking bad.
Speaking of Atlanta, Shorty from Atlanta, who I love, amazing actress. She's in Deadpool as well. It's about paparazzis, and she gets a photo of this guy cheating on his wife with a dude, and he kills himself because everyone finds out he's gay. So she's like, damn, I shouldn't be a paparazzi. I'm really ruining people's lives. This girl's about to go to rehab. She stalks her and gets like the drop. And then she just turns into a werewolf. And it's like, all right, man. I described that exactly how it happened.
No, she gets sent to like some retreat, and then she's
like
chained to a bed.
Some holistic shit. I was on board. I was like, they're going to save this season right now with this one. Some holistic science shit. We're going to get the illest Black Mirror ever. Oh, she's a werewolf? All right, man.
Mall. The doctor leaves.
I'm fucking out of here.
The doctor leaves. The door's locked. The paparazzi chick breaks into the room, and then you're seeing the good side of the paparazzi and the bad. Two guys go in, immediately start flashing, getting their photos because the shot was worth $1 million to see her, and if she's vulnerable and looks like shit, it's worth more. So they were in it for the bag. The homegirl, the protagonist was like, we need to free her. So she's like trying to break the chains loose. In the skylight, the moon passes. It's a full moon. As soon as the moon goes full, she starts like, we're like, what the fuck? Where did this come from?
It goes from one of the best Black Mirror setups ever.
It was so bad.
To the worst fucking Teen Wolf movie you could ever see.
Yeah, it was so bad.
Wow.
She killed everyone except the main girl at the end.
And then she takes the camera, which proves that she was not healed and was in it for the money. It was awful. It was so fucking bad.
I will say, you didn't finish it yet. The last episode is my second favorite because it's called Demon 79. The black guy, the actor that plays the demon, carries it. He's really funny. He plays like a sarcastic. He's supposed to represent hell. And basically the premise is like this girl has to kill 3 people before midnight or else like the apocalypse is happening. So he's walking her through it. He can see into people's futures. Like, you should kill this guy. He like touched a little girl, like kill him. So they're like justifying it throughout the episode.
Never mind. I did see that whole one. That one wasn't bad.
He carries it.
Yeah.
The black dude. He's fucking amazing. I don't know his name, the actor, but that was dope. And then, it has a very Black Mirror ending. That one's worthwhile. The middle ones are trash.
And even like,
I don't know if I want to watch it now.
Can I ask? I won't spoil this one. The one where they go to Belgium or Denmark.
Oh, God.
Did the mom go out like a G though?
She did.
She was ill.
She was cold.
I respected how she killed herself. With the mask on. Talk about branding.
Yeah.
She was incredible.
Yeah, that was hard.
That was probably the best way to kill yourself ever.
That was like the if there was, that was like the most literal no stone left unturned.
I feel like we're not spoiling it because within the first 15 minutes of them telling the story of the murderers, I was like, oh, his fucking mom and dad are in on this.
Yeah. No one knew about it. All
right, imagine you're just like torturing human beings for like your whole life and that's your shit. And then your husband, who was like your partner in like torturing, dies.
And he's a cop.
So you kind of have to like give the game up. Your whole crew just goes down with the torture. So you try to go back to be like a mom. But during the torture, you played this character with this mask the whole time. Sun gets the drop on everybody. She puts the mask back on and hangs herself and leaves all the footage of her in the mask just killing everybody. And now she's branded for life. There was like fans watching the fake doc with the mask back on. She was cold.
Okay.
She was like, I'm not this mom, this old woman that you guys think I am. I'm this bitch that was fucking and killing.
She was like Ghislaine Maxwell.
Yeah, she was raping, killing everybody with this little fucking New Orleans mask on, more or less. It was like a Mardi Gras.
Kind of like an eyes wide shut type
Honestly,
of thing.
that probably was modeled after some Epstein shit. Even though the people they were killing and raping, they weren't underrated. There was tourists that were coming into like the small Scottish town or wherever they were. And they would just kidnap them and torture them, rape them and kill them. Like that was their whole bag.
Why did that girl bleach her eyebrows?
To be like Doja Cat.
That's what I kept asking throughout that whole series. Why? Outside of this being the obvious story, and I didn't hate that episode, why did that girl make her eyebrows blonde?
To match her asshole.
She was black.
Oh.
Oh yeah, that changes everything.
But yeah, check out Black Mirror. But outside of that, music did come out this weekend. I did binge a lot of TV. I watched Reality on HBO, which is about the girl that leaked the information about the Russians fucking with our election in 2016. It's got the girl from Euphoria with the good tits that showed them.
Sydney Sweeney.
Yeah, come on. Why'd this girl do this?
Look at
Oh,
her
that's the
eyebrows.
Doja.
She low key.
Yeah.
She looked surprised
Look
the
at
entire
Doja
time.
influencing everybody.
But yeah, did you guys check out Reality or know about it?
Nah, I didn't see that yet.
I want to watch it, but I haven't. I'm a fan of Sydney's.
It's I bet you are. It's very dialogue
Heavies.
driven.
Heavy.
Like, don't expect any
Super.
climax in the show. Like, if you just want to watch her and two FBI agents talk for an hour and 45 minutes, be my guest.
And what's she wearing?
She's fully clothed.
Oh, fuck. All right.
Yeah.
It's big.
Audiobook.
But besides that, a lot of music did come out. Controversial? Is that how you say it?
Controversial.
Controversial music.
New music did come out over the weekend.
Should we start with Gunna? Let's at least start with the response of Gunna before we get to the music.
Okay.
There was debates on people not listening to this because of that video, and then it almost felt like it was the divide of people saying morally they couldn't listen to it, and then other people saying they want to listen to it just to spite the people that said they had morals for it.
Yeah.
Like, there was plenty of people just trying to make social media jokes to get in the mix, which was great for Gunna because I'm sure his first week sales are going to be nuts. Because people that probably wouldn't even click this.
What do you think he does first week?
200. Some 200.
I'm going
Two?
I'm going 110.
No, I don't think he does 200.
I don't think he'll get two.
I think he'll do 120.
Okay.
I'm gonna go 115.
So we betting and whoever goes over loses.
If you guys got him, maybe I'm lowballing. I was going to say like 80, 85.
I mean, he didn't have like a single going into it.
Yeah,
but
that's why you say that, because he doesn't have a single going
Well,
into.
the single he put out was decent, but like also you got to think about like no features. There's no real. It doesn't feel like there was like a big push. The music's great. I love the album, but it just doesn't feel like it was.
Well, that's why I'm saying like 115, 120ish,
Yeah.
because I feel like once it came out, I feel like people listened to it and they liked it, and now everybody's talking about like, yo, this album is really good.
what did Dirk do?
170?
Okay, then I take mine back.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to pass Dirk. But only because there
Dirk
was.
did 124.
Oh,
124?
Then I completely take back what I said.
Well, I thought they said he did upwards of 170.
I think I have Gunna around like 110 maybe.
110 final answer.
Yeah, 110, which is still great, especially with what has been said about him. There's plenty of people that was like, "Oh, it's over for Gunna. He's finished. Never putting music out again." He's only
Yeah,
been out for a little
he's
bit.
out.
Already put out a project that will likely go number one, at least for hip hop. But what did you guys think of the actual music? Despite everyone just clicking it to try to find the shots at QC and
The music,
Baby and
the music
Doug
is,
and
I was never worried about. I before all of this happened, I always felt like Gunna made really good music. I felt like he made better songs than a lot of his peers. He wasn't obviously as probably not as talked about as his peers. But to me, when you listen to his songs and his project, the music was really, really good. And obviously that probably was in direct correlation to the fact that Thug was probably right there with him, who has an incredible ear and makes great songs as well. So obviously some of that he got from him. But yeah, Gunna to me always made good songs and good music. I wasn't worried about it. I was more so worried about the relationships, how many people were gonna step away from him, how many people weren't gonna work with him. That's where I thought it would affect him at. But he still has seems like he has his core, the producers that he's used to working with.
Wheezy was the only producer that
Kind of stepped away from
removed
him.
himself. Yeah.
Yeah. And people were talking about that. They was like, they didn't seem like that affected him at all. But
you could also say some of these records were probably done before he went in.
I'm sure.
And they were signed off.
Yeah.
Maybe some producers didn't even have, at that point, an opinion in it because it was
Yeah.
already clear they were paid,
Yeah.
signed the paperwork for this release. So that could happen as well. But I'm with you. That was the one thing I was thinking because that Atlanta scene is so tight, but also so much politics within it
Yeah.
that Gunna would be fine, but it's gonna kind of be Gunna on his own.
Yeah, that's what I was concerned with. But I mean, we gotta give Gunna some respect and some flowers here because, you know, even through all of that, like you said, some of these songs were probably already recorded. But the fact that he was able to walk through that, what he went through, and, you know, everybody expressing their opinions and views on him publicly, to still get in the studio and put together this album, which to me is a really, really good album. It sounds great. I mean, that you got to tip your hat to him, man, because not a lot of people would be able to focus and kind of lock in and make this type of music and make this good album with, you know, knowing how a lot of people feel about you, turning their backs on you, calling you, you know, a rat, snitch, and, you know, we not fucking with you. You feel like you don't have the support that you once had from people that you were close to. So it says a lot. It says a lot about Gunna. It says a lot about his ability to just get in, lock in, and make good music.
My favorite part about this project is that it's 45 minutes.
Yeah.
This is just going to be my old man opinion. I like the young kids, but I can only take so much of it. Full albums is usually where you lose me with the younger generation because I can only take so much of that auto-tune when people rap. Like, it's great for verses, it's great for a few songs, but like when you give me 18 songs of that tone, I start to lose my fucking mind.
Yeah.
So I like that it is concise in that regard. There is a lot of repetitive shit. I think this is some of Gunna's best writing, though. I think he was really has a great pen with this, but there's a lot of repetitive shit. He's saying a lot of dope shit, but because it's in the same flow every time, and to some degree very similar sounds, it kind of goes unnoticed because I'm just talking for me, old man. I kind of zone out because it is so much
Repetitive. It's kind of like you in a trance. It's the
like
same
mood
sound.
music.
Yeah, but what's so crazy is Gunna is actually dope. Like, he's writing for real. Like, a lot of those other kids that do that, I understand that is just for melodic shit, and you should just zone out when you're walking, driving, whatever. I feel like it takes away from how dope Gunna is when he just stays in that pocket. Like, take the tune off for a second on certain, especially on some of these like deeper verses and some of the stuff that, you know, people are pulling up and putting on IG. I'm like, damn, I didn't even catch that Gunna said all of that in there. And that could just be my old ears. I'm sure these kids' ears are trained for that type of music so they can hear it better than me.
Yeah.
But as someone that was excited to hear this, because I do like Gunna, I was scared it was just going to be super repetitive. I think we just missed out on a lot of the dope shit he said because it's tune after tune after tune. Like, change the settings for one song, please.
Yeah.
The one thing I was looking for is if from Thug's account they were going to tweet something about the album. Like, I was waiting for that.
Well, they did post something the night of Gunna's album.
That was a barcode, and it just has a timer.
Yeah. For when his album Business is Business is coming out.
Yeah. For when
Do we have where the timer is at right now?
I believe I think it's this Friday.
Okay. This coming Friday.
Calculate it's this week. It obviously got picked up a lot. Gunna supported it as well. So there's like we're still in like that weird in between of like, well, people don't know what to do. Should they still hate Gunna? But like, Thug's cool with Gunna. So how should we feel about it? It's like people just want to be told how to feel.
You should just think for yourself.
That's where I was going.
Yeah,
with
like
this.
you should just you should just enjoy
especially when you
music.
have nothing to do with any of this.
Yeah, like
you're a fan.
You should just enjoy the music like you've been doing, and stop trying to make it so personal.
Well, what do we think? Because Thug is one of those artists like a Wayne or how like Pac was, where they record 1 million songs a month.
Yeah.
So Thug putting together a project, even when he's been behind bars, I'm sure he could put out 6 albums the way Thug records. How much of this do you think he did on the phone? Does he address current things over the phone? Do we think this is just all music that Thug was sitting on?
Did he? Maybe I'm wrong, but did I read that he had access to a studio?
I wouldn't be
In jail?
surprised.
Some federal prisons have that, but I think Thug being public enemy #1 to the state of Georgia, I can't see them giving Thug that, especially like you got people trying to sneak perks into court. Like, I just don't think Thug gets the privilege of a recording studio if there is one. And something tells me the jail he's in Georgia that would cause a lot of problems in jail if there was access to recording equipment.
Yeah.
Because that's just going to be more extortion. Like, people fight over the phone. Imagine a fucking microphone.
Mhm.
I can just see that getting super messy for a prison. So if he does his shine shit and raps a few records over the phone, I think we'll get some current topics and maybe some answers that all the people that don't know how to feel yet will get.
If the album does come out this coming Friday,
Yeah.
and just because we have a podcast, does that say anything about his relationship with Gunna?
Kind of.
I mean,
If he keeps Gunna on the album,
If
even if
keeps
he's
Gunna on the
not.
album, well,
Gunna's
if he
been
can't-
supportive. They've been supportive of each other.
no, I understand that, but
has Thug been supportive?
the week after, the next week after your album comes out, I'm putting my album out.
Yeah, it feels a little.
I'm not looking
If
at it
this was
like a
Jay and
step
Nas,
on.
we would be like, all right.
I'm not looking at it like a step on.
I'm looking at it as a smart business decision.
Same.
Especially because they're both under 300.
For what? For YSL?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gunna's not a part of YSL.
No,
No, this came out on YSL 300, I think.
someone
Gunna's album?
I'm not saying
Yeah.
Gunna's. I'm saying for Thug, this is the perfect time for him
Back
to
to
put an
back.
album out.
Yeah.
This on Apple Music under exclusive license to Young Stoner Life Records /300 Entertainment.
Yeah.
So I could definitely see Kevin Lyles saying, all right, everyone's focused on what Gunna said about the entire thing on this album.
Let's put out Thug's
The next
response.
week, let's put Thug shit out because everyone's going to see if there's a response. There's good, like, it is good timing.
It's going to be in the conversations. It's going to be on the podcast.
And that's actually kind of why I don't think
But
they
the
did some
next
crazy rollout,
week-
because it's post rollout. Like, Gunna's album was kind of the rollout for Thug shit at this point.
True.
And I think the post shit is really where they're going to focus. That's why Gunna put out one record and was like, here's the album. Because they had this Thug album as well. And now that's going to drive the conversation even more. Because once this Thug album comes out, people are going to go back to that Gunna album to see if they missed something.
Yep.
Like, oh, Thug said this, but Gunna said this. Like, it's
Oh.
going to drive streams crazy
I
just
also-
comparing the two.
I don't think these artists are in the battle for number one the way that.
No, it's not. I'm
No,
not.
no,
even,
no.
I'm not even
I
thinking
agree,
about that. I'm just talking about just from the letting the music live standpoint. Like, your album just came out last week, and I'm putting my album out the next Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I just think that you let Gunna's music live just a little longer.
I think it pushes the narrative with Gunna's album even more. Also, Killer Mike's album came out. Michael, off camera, I had to ask the name of it, even though I was listening to it all weekend. I feel like streaming, you just type the artist in, or it's in the new music shit, so you never really resonate with the album title.
Yeah, that's another reason why I miss having to go to the actual record stores and get the album, because that was all part of it. You get to read the album title, the booklets, the credits, the art and everything. But yeah, Killer Mike's album, Michael, came out Friday.
Got both sides of Atlanta over the weekend. You got the Rico side and the positive side.
Wow.
This was this Michael album though from Killer Mike. This is an exceptionally great album. And I'm not the biggest Killer Mike fan.
Because you hate positivity.
No, not that. I'm just not the biggest Killer Mike fan. But this album for me was
You like LP better because he's white.
no, definitely not. But as a just as a hip hop fan, as a rap fan, this album felt something similar to why I fell in love with like rap.
Okay, and where?
Attention to detail, attention to the art, content, originality, just like a complete from start to finish, a complete thought, a complete project, and just a artist that's uniquely him and being who he is as a person and as an artist. I think that the features, the features that he had, and then the production that he had the features on. Yeah, this Michael album is special.
I mean, where I think a lot of the content heavy albums miss the mark is the production, because it can get boring.
Yeah.
Even if it is really compelling content, which we of course know Killer Mike to have. The production value on this album is incredible.
Yeah.
Like, it keeps you engaged the entire time and actually wanting to listen to every last thing Killer Mike is saying because the production is so good. And I think that's where, and Killer Mike's not the lyrical miracle type of artist, but artists that are lyric heavy, that's why no one listens to y'all shit.
It's the
And that's why
it's the music.
All the lyrical miracle fans on Twitter that are like, how come no one cares about this kind? It's like, bro, because at the end of the day, it is entertainment and music.
Yeah.
Music being the key word, not just content. It loses people. Like, they're here to be entertained. So the fact that Killer Mike focused so heavy on the production, it keeps you engaged the entire album. Like, I can't say enough about the production on this shit.
That's why I said start to finish. It just kept you.
3 Stacks verse. Where do we begin?
I mean,
Stops hip hop every time he comes out.
Yeah, Andre 3000 is just the epitome of, you know, the real artist genius brain that
Produced by James Blake, by the way.
Yeah. He's just 3000 is just he's reached that point where nothing from him surprises me. You expect a certain level of art, a certain level of, you know, skill whenever you see Andre 3000, but somehow, some way, it still is just like incredible to hear and listen to. Because on this one, like he's almost rhyming like in Morse code.
It just sounds like it. Just bear with me. When he raps, it just sounds like art.
Well, it's attention to the music. Like he understands that his voice and his lyrics are instruments.
Yeah, that's what I think. Yes, to that point, I think he knows so much more about the English language and pronunciation and how to bend words and make rather than, obviously what he's saying, the content of his lyrics is incredible, but in addition to that, he's also compounding that with just wording and he, like, you could tell this guy, he studies language.
His delivery is conversational.
Yeah.
Especially like even the Life of the Party off Donda bonus, like outside of the words he was rapping, how incredible they are, like him just lowering his tone as if he was talking to an elder, like talking to a mother, is just another level of understanding, like you said.
Like he was reading a script.
He becomes part of the music.
Yeah.
It's like he becomes, you know, even when you listen to early Andre 3000 with Outkast, I remember hearing Outkast, and there was something about, while Big Boy is obviously dope and a legend as well, it was always something about 3000 whenever he would rap. It was just a different feeling.
He could find a pocket in a production that no one else could identify and find a way to manipulate a beat that every other rapper, if you gave 10 rappers this beat, they would all probably have the same,
they would understand
cadence,
it,
the same flow.
Yeah.
He would find the nuance and operate on a different functional level. It's just, yeah.
But even that I don't think started till maybe Elevators and AT Aliens. Because on Southern Playlistic, he was kind of rapping like Big Boy.
Mm-hmm.
He separated himself, I think, at that point and got to what we know, 3 Stacks. I don't know what it was, but not changed the style up. But
it's something very interesting about rappers in particular that are real big jazz fans.
Sure.
Where I think they understand just instrumentation and how their voice is an instrument.
Yeah.
And 3000, he just, while it's still hip hop and his rap, it's just his, you know, his delivery and his cadences and his flows and the words that he uses. Like, he understands how to make words rhyme that really don't even rhyme, because he can say them a certain way. And that goes back to certain rappers that are from certain regions because of their you know, just the way they say certain words. On Rory's album with Jay's verse, where he said ultimately in a cadence and in a rhythm where I think only somebody from New Orleans could have said it like that.
For sure.
You understand what I'm saying? So it's like it's certain benefits of being from certain areas and certain regions where you say words certain ways. You start to understand that, and you don't, you know, because some people move away from that.
Yeah.
The higher they climb and the more successful they become, they kind of move away from the way they talk where they're from. And a lot of the great artists, they know how to use that to their advantage on certain things, because me being from New York, I can't say certain words the way other rappers say certain words. So and it's vice versa, right? So me being from New York, I can say things a certain way where I'm sure other rappers would be like, damn, I can't even say that word like that.
Wayne was always a great example of, on a more commercial level of what we're saying with Andre.
I think probably Juvie and Pimp C were the earliest, I think, that started to bend the language. And that's what's so dope about the South that we can't do up here.
T-Pain, he's a Wisconsin. Like, what?
I mean, that wasn't an accent thing. That was just funny.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, like, but
like he took the joint and
shit.
bent it all the way down. Like, yeah, Wisconsin. It's like, okay, it worked though. It was a classic fucking bar.
I mean, even like Know Ya Clap, like we say New Orleans, like I can't make that work.
Yeah, yeah.
Like Know Ya, I would say New Orleans. Make that New Orleans clap.
But
not gonna sell.
make that New Orleans clap. Yeah, it doesn't.
It just doesn't.
Yeah, it's like, nah, let's do that one over. Yeah. But
maybe just delete off Pro
let's
Tools.
just not do it.
Can I bring some negativity into the conversation?
Sure. During Juneteenth?
By 3 Stack standards only. That's what I'm speaking on in this. One of his more underwhelming features.
I'm with you on that.
But I am happy he's back in the bag of just saying shit on features. Like, I really feel like he just wrote down certain sentences as his day was going of absolute random thoughts and tied it together. Even like when he would do like the Walk It Out freestyles and when he was popping up on shit at that time, it'd be great because we would just get where 3 Stack's mind was at the moment. Then he started like bodying features where he was speaking to the theme of the song rather than 3 Stacks just hopping on. He doesn't care what the song is about. You're just about to get some random thoughts from 3 Stacks. I feel like he's back in this bag with this one. I like it a lot, but it is lower on the feature totem pole. This feels like random thoughts from Andre 3000, which is better than pretty much every rapper ever. And it's an incredible verse, but by his standards, I didn't find myself running back to it the way I have with every other 3 Stacks feature in the last decade. Like, it doesn't compare to Sorry. It doesn't compare to Pink Matter.
But
it doesn't compare to the Wayne Drake.
But you're talking about different.
The real her.
You talking about a different vibe though. Like this verse in comparison to those other songs, it's a whole different.
Nah, is
vibe.
it though? Because it's a clean slate. This to me is similar to Pink Matter, where they did just give him a complete clean slate to go around. Like James Blake, I saw posted, he only produced this portion of the song. The rest of the song was produced by somebody else.
Killer Mike's production is a whole different.
And even with the real her, I remember a 40 tweet or interview or whatever that they had to resend the beat over to him because he needed a clean slate. So I think it is the same. I think maybe just Sorry, which he did fuck with production wise, but he got a clean slate. He could have said anything. And, you know, it's cool.
No,
But cool by Andre 3000 standards in a verse is like, this is the greatest shit ever.
Exactly. That's why I understand what you're saying. But this album, top to bottom, this Michael album, in my opinion, easily so far, June, this is the best rap album of the year.
Though, to your point, my brother, our lieutenant governor, texted me Saturday afternoon.
I didn't vote for him. He's not my lieutenant governor.
He is currently your lieutenant governor. He texted me Saturday afternoon out of the blue and said, Killer Mike may have the best album of the year. This shit is like soul food. This is that real hip hop. So
I agree with him there.
Yeah, no, this album is incredible.
But even to like y'all's point of 3 Stacks being so good at delivery, like I do sometimes understand the 3 Stacks haters, even though I'm a stan. Like only we would kill any other rapper if they said hookahs don't really do shit. Duke Ellington in this bitch.
Nah, that's hard.
But the way 3 Stacks delivers it, it's the greatest thing ever. So I guess I do understand when people were on the timeline when this dropped that were like, yo, y'all overhyped this guy. While I don't agree with that at all,
Yeah, but
I can see the perspective of why they say it.
You know, but those are the same people that'll tweet, you know, these new rappers say some shit and they're like, oh my God, that bar was crazy. And it's like, it really wasn't.
And I mean, I don't know.
This is just a different level of art. It's
To
just
me-
a different level of rap, a different level of skill. You know, that's all this is. And it's not for everybody, and which I understand. I've come to understand that. Like I can't expect everybody, you know, to have the same ears and the same for bars and music and art to hit me the same way it hits other people. And sometimes we do that a lot because hip hop is competitive. You know, we like to compare and tear artists down, or he's whack, he's trash. And it's just like, sometimes, yeah, it's just not a good artist, but a lot of the times it's just you. It's like the listener, maybe this just didn't connect to you the way it was meant to, and that's fine. I just don't think that, you know, I don't take a lot of what the younger generation would have to say about Andre 3000 because they just, he's a fossil to the younger generation. But it's interesting because to me, Andre 3000 is probably one of maybe 3 rappers from the 90s that I can think of or the 90s or 2000s that I can think of that wouldn't make sense with some of these younger artists today.
Yeah.
Like I could see Andre 3000 and Lil Uzi doing a record.
For sure. And I mean, 3 Stacks,
I mean,
contrary to popular belief, really embraces the younger kids. I think it was Fife's funeral when he was giving a speech, a long speech about not just tribe stuff. And he was talking about Thug. And you could feel the audience get excited that he was about to shit on Thug. And he was like, these young kids is the greatest ever. Like, Thug has the best melodies I've ever heard. And you could feel the disappointment in the old head hip hop crowd.
Yeah.
Like 3 Stacks, I mean, outside of, we know Future was part of Dungeon Family at one point, so they go far back. But
Yeah.
Future was embraced by 3 Stacks when real hip hop hated that. Like 3 Stacks is definitely not one of those older artists that's like, I'm only gonna fuck with. I could definitely see him doing an Uzi joint.
That's why it was crazy when Young Thug said that about 3000. When he said he'd never heard 2 songs from him, he can't rap. Like none of his. I thought that was because somebody that's, you know, as, you know, dope as Young Thug with melodies and things like that. I would think that he was I would think he was a huge 3000. So that's why when he said that, I was like, really? Like, that was shocking.
That's either young or out of context. I mean, I remember us talking about that and me kind of shitting on Thug about it, but that was maybe taken out of context. But
Doja Cat, she officially dropped her song Attention and video, released her video.
Talk about the GOAT, right?
And she's rapping.
What happens when Doja Cat gets a 3 Stacks verse before Kendrick?
I could hear Doja and
They would
3
be
Stacks
incredible together.
Yeah.
I have a theory on Doja Cat
What's the theory?
after hearing this record.
And
What's
watch your
that?
mouth too.
No, it's a compliment.
Oh, okay.
She can be the female Drake. She can bar anyone down in a verse, and she can also sing and carry a melody and do the hook.
She's got to be more consistent.
If she
though.
wanted, I'm saying, yeah, if she just put out this kind of music, she literally could take the Drake formula, embody it.
That's tough to say because Drake is in another stratosphere, but I do understand why you would think that.
I get why you.
She just has to show and prove a little bit more to.
No, of course.
To give her that-
I think this is like a sample size.
She's a very well-rounded artist, but the reason why Drake is able to do that is because I don't think a lot of men are going to bump Doja. I think a lot of women will always bump Drake. Drake has more female fans than he has.
But I think the way Doja raps out of all the female rappers, she raps where I think dudes would listen.
Mm-hmm. I love this song.
Well, that's how it goes.
Even with like the raspy tone she puts on when she raps, to the male ear is a little bit easier to digest rather than the pussy rap scream shit.
And
Like this, I think dudes would bump this.
And she could sing her ass off.
Yeah.
You know what it is? Doja, I think she realized that this is easy for her. I think she realized that this is easy. And I think that she's now entering a phase where she's really gonna just start having a tremendous amount of fun with this shit.
We'll see with this album.
Like, I think that she just knows that I'm better than all of y'all. Now I'm gonna start showing y'all that I'm better than all of y'all. This is what I really want to do. Unapologetically me. I don't care about these standards and these, you know, what you think an artist is supposed to say or look like. Those are the artists that stand the test of time, that go against what the mold at the moment is, what, you know, just aesthetically. She's just going against everything. Like, whatever y'all think is a standard, she's going to go against that. She's not going to give in to that. She's not going to adhere to that. She wants to do Doja. She wants to be her complete self. And again, like back to Julian said, she can rap, she can sing. And I just think that this Attention record is just the beginning of something very special from Doja Cat.
Agree. I hope it's a quick rollout.
I look forward.
I don't know if that's going to be the case, but I do hope an album is coming soon. I would imagine it would come before Nicki announced her album date, and I'm not pinning the female rappers against each other, but I think we'll probably get a Doja album before Nicki's in October, no? I
would think so.
see Doja mid-summer
Yeah, I would think
putting
so.
something out
I would think so.
rather than fourth quarter, but
So
yeah, I look forward to it.
Doja, a Nicki, and a Cardi all in 1 year. I'm going to lose my fucking
We're not
mind.
getting a card.
We're not
Cardi's
getting
this
Cardi.
year? She's dropping?
She said she was dropping this year. She said that in our live when she was dissing Maul. Yeah.
I mean, you paid attention to that.
She
line
said,
way more than
Demaris,
me.
I'm dropping an album this year just for you.
It's just so annoying.
Well, yeah, before we get into voicemails, if everyone can see, we have our new merch on, which is available right now.
Yeah.
Go check it out.
I didn't know that.
Yes. We all matched today. It's available now, NewRoryNMal.com.
How
Check it
did
on
this
YouTube.
get here?
Look at these cool colors.
Wow.
Show him the back, Rory. Turn around, pause.
Yo.
Yeah, show them the back.
Yeah, do
Yeah,
a
like
little
ride
twirl.
the straddle
Maul,
the
you
chair.
too.
Yeah, show
Now I'm a
them
little
the chair.
That's not happening. They can go on the website.
All right, so Rory's getting up for all the audio users.
You can go on
All
the
right,
website.
133. Okay. Oh wow.
Squat a
Look
little
at that
bit.
back.
Oh, no,
You gotta
get
squat
low.
down
You
a
gotta
little
get
squat a
low.
little bit.
You
Squat
gotta
a
get
little
low.
bit.
See,
Squat
now
a
they
little
trying
bit.
to play you. I'm not gonna
Squat
let
a
y'all do
little
my
bit.
man's
The
like
camera
that.
not catching
Well, move
it.
the
Squat a
fucking
little
camera
bit.
fast hands, Eddie.
Nah. I want him to squat. Yeah.
Ew, I want to.
Do the jail pose.
Oh.
But like straighten your back. Pause.
No, do the Kaepernick.
Yeah. There you go.
It's Juneteenth.
Rory, take a knee.
It's Juneteenth.
Should never disrespect the national anthem like that.
Wow.
New merch available right now.
Nasty.
We finally got the dropout, and I'm happy with the way it came out.
Yeah.
It looks good. It feels good. Real quality.
The sweater looks amazing on Demaris.
Real weight. You know what I'm saying?
Everything
That's on my
looks amazing
thigh.
on me, but especially the sweater, the green.
The Eddin edition sweater. That's what I've been
Yeah.
calling it.
It's on my thigh.
That's the edit.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so you got to wear that with some shorts.
Oh, I'll make it
That's
happen.
sick.
Really match it
A
up.
lot of
I'll do that
fruit
Thursday.
on
I
one
got you.
man.
Yeah, I like that.
I mean, you know, fruits and veggies. It's all good.
Well, Kiana dropped too. Hold on, don't leave the women out.
Love Kiana Lede. I didn't get a chance to listen to the album because I was listening to other shit and watching other shit, but I'm gonna get around to it this week.
Did you
I
like?
know that's your queen.
That's my queen.
How was it?
It's really really good. I don't think the masses will like it, but I love it.
The
Why don't
masses?
you think the masses will like
Well,
it?
that casual fan, because it's a very personal album. It's very very personal. It's like
I don't think artists aim for casual fans.
Mm,
when
What do you
they
mean
create
by
art.
what do you-
Like when they're creating their art, when they're in the studio writing, I don't think they're aiming for casual fans.
I think pop artists are.
yeah,
I think when you go in to try to make a hit, you're focusing mainly on casual fans.
people who don't know your name.
Taylor Swift.
What
Like I'm
about-
saying, like the message behind Taylor Swift's music, it's like every single it's not unique.
Yeah.
Every girl at 16 lost their first boyfriend. Like she's just casting the widest net ever.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, yes, you're right. But what I'm saying is, I don't think that an artist goes into the studio saying, "I hope the casual fan likes this." I don't think so. I think artists are making music for people or supporters that appreciate the art, that know them as artists, know their music, know what they do. If you get some new fans along the way, great. But I don't think they're aiming for the casual listener.
People who are locked into a contract
See,
and
you talking about business. I'm talking about the
oh,
artist.
you're just talking about art.
The artist creating their art. I don't think they're creating their art thinking about the casual.
Nah, see, that's where
No.
I disagree. Even our conversation last episode of how songs are made now, you kind of have to focus on what will work for the 5 seconds on TikTok, and we have to restructure songs. So this,
And that's the
this
problem.
part comes.
I have an
No,
example.
I agree,
For
but
example,
that
I think
predates-
someone like Kiana Lede goes in not looking for the masses, looks for her actual fans. But
That's what I just
I
said.
can't say that about every artist.
I think this predates TikTok though. Drake's Nice for What? That was a record directed at
100%.
capitalizing on a very specific one moment, the women empowerment movement. Drake nailed it.
Yeah, but but where was Drake at in his career when that happened?
No, but
he
I'm saying the song was purposefully done to capitalize on a current cultural thing.
Oh, the Tootsie Slide was a TikTok. That was
Oh my God.
100%.
Same thing.
but,
It is.
but so
Same
if an
formula.
artist who's as big as Drake and has as many fans and as loyal fans as Drake, if even he does that, then you
No,
can
but
guarantee much smaller artists are doing that.
But I don't think that. But it's a difference because we can't put Drake in that conversation because he's probably the biggest artist in the world.
Well, he's admittedly said he can't do the quintessential 10-track rap album for us because he has too many fan bases that he has to think about when he goes into the studio to make an album.
Right, but
he has to hit a bunch of pockets.
When he does a song like Tootsie Slide, I think obviously that's a very intentional creation of him. Like he goes into it knowing like this is just for that. I'm talking about like when Drake, if he goes into the studio to make a project, I don't think that he's really focusing on casual fans. I think that he already has his fans. He know that his core is there, and some along the way he's gonna gain new fans from each project. But I don't think he's making a project or a record outside of the intentional Tootsie Slide.
Or God's Plan.
God's Plan was
Or
another
Nice
one.
for What. Or he does it with every project.
I think CLB was the casual fan.
Who?
CLB, Certified Lover Boy. Was
with
that,
all those features.
That felt like, which is why I particularly didn't like it, because it felt kind of lazy and for the casual Drake fan that just knows his melodies and he just recreated them. But honestly, Nevermind, of course, is for a niche. I don't think he gave a fuck about what the masses thought, obviously, about that one.
Mm-hmm.
I think he approaches it differently. I think Views, he went in there with the idea to push his fan base and grow his fan base with different sounds. But I can't say that for every album.
I think he did that with Honestly Nevermind. That was the...
Yeah, I think that was... He didn't give a fuck.
Yeah, that was pushing it all the way, because that could have went really bad for him.
I think Thank Me Later was 100% to try to get the masses. Take Care was for them as well.
How long is... Drake's first album came out, what, 11 years ago?
2011 probably, 2010.
Take Care was 11.
Yeah.
12 years ago?
Around 12 years ago.
And then
Thank Me Later was...
mixtapes predated So Far Gone was 09.
Thank Me Later was 2010.
Yeah.
So his first one.
Crazy, huh?
Comeback season around that time.
Crazy.
So
13 years ago?
Years. God damn it.
Been on
That's
top
not,
since.
that's not easy, man.
No.
I don't know anyone else done that.
Bro, that's like when you think about that.
I don't know anyone on earth that's done that.
That's... Bro, that's... Anyway, I don't know how we got into that conversation, but...
I was talking about Keanu's album. But yes, check it out.
Kiana Lede.
Yes, friend of the show. We can get into some voicemails though.
Do we have voicemails?
I believe we do.
Holy shit.
You know, Julian was in the corner of his dark bedroom listening to these all weekend.
Yeah.
Nasty, man.
With
I do listen to these like randomly.
Of course you do.
With the lights on or off?
It depends.
Just trying to see how crazy you are. AirPods, no AirPods.
If I'm in the crib, no AirPods.
Oh, going.
I mean, I tried to do no AirPods at the roof and highlight room with you.
Nice.
That is true. All right, let's get to the first one.
Yo, NewRoryNMal, what up? This is Dose from ATL. I'm gonna try to make this short and sweet. So I asked my homies and they said that I was being a bitch. So I just need to know. All right, so me and my baby moms broke up or whatever the fuck. Blah, 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 woo, woo, woo. She break up with me. She said she wants to work on herself and our kid and this, that, and the third. We young, I'm 25, she's 26. So cool. So I jokingly say, a couple of months back, I jokingly say, hey, it's crazy. I'm the only dude that you fucked for the past 7 years. And she go, well, yeah, you could have said that up until 2 weeks ago. So I'm like, all right, what the fuck? So I ended up telling her, hey, yo, I don't want to be with you no more. Like, that shit's done. And she like, oh, that's fucked up. That's a double-edged sword because I know you've been fucking around, which I have. But my logic was I wanted to be with you. So, and you didn't want to be with me. So I just said, all right, whatever, fuck it. So now she's trying to get back with me, ABC, XYZ. And I'm like, nah, I'm good. So I'm just trying to see what y'all think about that, what y'all would do in that situation.
I don't want to defend her here, but your logic is a little skewed.
It's very skewed, but that's the point.
If you wanted to be with her and she didn't want to be with you, it makes way more sense for her to go fuck somebody else than for you to do it.
Yeah. I agree. Maul?
Oh, it's on me?
Yeah. Yeah. What
Dumper.
No, he's the one that's being dumped.
Nah, but he trying to like pick her up. You got to pick up the dumper again.
Dump her again, yeah.
Yeah, make her think that you want to be with her and then break up.
Gaslight.
Yeah, that's gaslighting.
Well, that is where he's losing this battle. Like,
so wait,
him wanting to be with her so badly is probably turning her on.
because I'm trying to understand. So, did he have sex with girls before they broke up or while they were broken up?
I think while
it appears post to make himself sound better.
Breakup, yeah.
He may have been fucking other chicks, but
Sounded like he was doing his thing.
Okay, and so she and then their split. She said But not. See, women are good at that. That's what they'll do.
Yeah.
They'll say that they want to work on themselves.
Yeah.
And work on their kid.
Oh my God. Oh, my blood is starting to boil.
And
I hate when chicks go work on themselves and just fuck other people.
And that's
not working on shit but other dick.
You working another dick. You working them hips on another fucking dick.
Wow. Love that.
So yeah, nah, man. Like
I can multitask.
It's strange dick working on yourself.
Until that nigga burn you.
Well, then you got to work on yourself.
You could burn me.
Like, I need to discover new things about myself. All right, just say you just want to fuck other people.
Yeah,
Because to me, that's gaslighting from the girl's perspective.
like she had it. That whole she didn't want to work on herself. What happened was she met somebody else, and she felt bad about cheating on her child's father. They were together, so they broke up or whatever. They're not together, and all of a sudden there's a new dude in the picture. No, that dude was always in the wing waiting.
He said 7 like
He said what?
you know what? Fuck it.
No, say it.
Also
No.
a crazy
Say
thing
it.
to
What
say
did
to
he
your girl.
say?
No, misogyny wins. It's fine. Go ahead.
Just say it.
No, come on.
So he said that they've been fucking around. That was her baby father. It's the only person she messed with for 7 years. How long have they been broken up for? Did I miss that?
I don't think he said how long.
I think they've been broken up for a while.
Well, she said you could have said that up until 2 weeks ago. So
Yeah, you could say that I was the only person we were like, yeah, I've only been having sex with you up until 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, I discovered something new. I've been
She
fucking
didn't
with.
discover. That's the thing. You don't just fuck. She knew that other guy. It wasn't a random.
Well, I'm sure she
How do you
started
know
dating
that?
him.
How do you know that, though?
Okay.
No, for real.
I mean, she was with somebody for years. Had a kid with them.
So
Also-
she had it lined
Also,
up.
probably healthy that she fucked somebody else. If they'd been together for 7 years, he said she was 26. Since 19, like your whole
Oh, yeah.
19 through
he
your
didn't
20s.
say they were together
like,
for 7 years.
yeah, she
said
probably
was
needs
the-
to go fuck somebody else.
Yeah.
She said
True.
he said she
What?
was.
No, I
Am I
agree.
living in a fucking what do you mean?
That girl knows nothing about herself.
So learning about herself
7 years in
in the dick of another nigga?
You don't date from
The
19.
fuck are you talking about?
You don't date
She's
from
gonna
19.
learn herself through another man's dick?
Perhaps.
That's the end goal of dating. I'm saying if you don't date from 19 to 26 and you're with the same person, also have a kid, that girl knows nothing about herself. I'm not saying just fucking a random dude on one night is going to teach her anything about herself, but going out and dating other people, she would probably learn more shit about herself, the world, other men. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not saying just fucking is going to do that, but she, for her whole 20s, from 19 to 26, has been with the same person plus a child. That girl knows nothing about herself at all,
Damn, plus a
except
child.
for that relationship and being a mother.
in that dick.
Nah.
It's a little different if she was 34.
Yeah, nah.
Like she didn't have a 20s.
Your 20s is when you learn. Being in your 20s as a woman or just as a human, period, and dating people. When you date different people, and I don't mean just like going on a date. I mean like when you're actively dating someone, you learn so much about yourself by learning what you do and don't like in other people.
Yeah.
And like being in a situation where, oh, okay, I was dating this person, or oh, I might live with this person. Or you learn a whole bunch about yourself.
She also, even in his benefit, she may find out she's been a shitty partner.
Yeah.
She doesn't know.
Yeah,
She's
but
only
don't-
been in one. She's only been in one bubble
Nah,
for.
but don't find out you a shitty partner by fucking some other nigga and come back to me like, yo, you know what? I was wrong. Nah, fuck that.
Well, she's still. I commend her. She's still like, I don't want to be with you. Like, he's the only one saying he wants to be.
So
with her.
I missed it. Who started the breakup? Who
She
initiated?
did.
She did.
Yeah. Okay. So she initiated.
That's
the
why
breakup.
his
She doesn't
logic
wanna
is
be with him.
crazy to me.
initiated the breakup because she knows she had another nigga in the tub.
They've been broken up.
No, I don't think that's what happened.
How you don't think that's what happened?
Because she
She had
said
him
that
lined
she
up.
wanted to break up because she wants to work on herself and work on her kid.
And
Whatever
fuck
work on
the
the kid
mailman.
means, I don't know what that means.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean.
Yeah, she want part of
The
working
whole
on
thing
herself.
was to break up.
It was to
Fuck
break
other
up
dudes.
so
But
she could
y'all
go
are putting
spend
that
time.
on here. Nothing he
That's true.
said
That's what I'm
led
saying.
to that, though. Nothing
No,
he said
no,
led to
She's,
that.
she says that she wants to break up because she wants to work on herself and work on her kid.
But he
and
didn't
then
say
now-
how long ago they
No,
broke
they didn't.
up.
He didn't give a timeline. He didn't say how long ago they broken up. But I'm just saying she initiated the breakup, and now she's fucking somebody else.
If she initiated the breakup, if they've been broken up for a year and a half, 2 years, and then she fucked somebody 2 years later, she broke up with him to fuck somebody else?
He didn't say that. He didn't say what time. But now let's say you're right. And if it's a years of change, you're absolutely right. Now let's say they only been broken up for a month or 2 months.
I don't think it's that, but okay, sure.
Let's just say.
Okay, sure. They've
I
been
mean, a
broken up
month,
for
bro?
2 months. But what this is because she slept with somebody else. What you think she only broke up with him to sleep with somebody else?
That's part of
exactly
it.
what I think. If they've only been broken up for like 2 months and she fucked somebody else, that's exactly what I think.
Wait, so wait,
She's
wait,
known
wait,
that
wait.
person. That
So-
guy didn't come out of nowhere.
What's
But that's
the,
what I just said.
I'm with you.
No, I think you get the girl that fucks the mailman if she never leaves her bubble for all of her 20s. That's the girl that fucks the mailman. Doesn't know shit else.
Yeah, she doesn't. Yeah.
So then, how long you have to wait until from after a breakup to fuck somebody?
So for Maul not to call you a hoe. How long after a breakup?
If you're a man, if you're a man, how long are you supposed to wait?
I mean, if you've been together 7 years,
But he didn't. That's not what he said. If I'm not mistaken, he said that she said that you're the only person I've slept with in 7 years. They could have broken up 3 years ago and still been fucking around because that's her child's father. Like that's what people do.
His dumbass said that to her. He brought up a subject he shouldn't have brought up. She didn't say, hey, 2 weeks ago I fucked someone for the first time in 7 years. He said, haha, you're the only person that's crazy that you've only slept with me for 7 years. She said, 2 weeks ago I fucked someone.
Bet.
He brought that. His dumbass did that.
Yeah, he shouldn't have did that. Well, he was probably popping his shit. See? He thought it was his. No, baby.
That's wild.
No, baby.
what? We have a child together. Like we've been together for years.
That doesn't mean shit.
If we've been together for 7, 8, 9 years, whatever. Yeah, but that's
no.
That's how I know they've been broken up for longer than a month.
So let's address the clear double standard.
Okay.
I'm a big advocate of double standards. But
He can fuck around, she can't.
Yeah.
I mean, once I put a seed in you and you have my seed, like that's my pussy, man.
But he can still have other pussy.
My God.
We created a life
Nah,
together.
this y'all king. That's who y'all listen to.
and he says he wants to be a
Shaw King.
stepdad.
We
I don't
created
see
a
it.
life together. Yeah, I am their king. We created a life together. That's my pussy. What are you talking about?
King.
If that ain't my pussy, get the fuck
So
out.
that means that's her dick.
Yeah. I'm not leaving.
So then how could you be a stepdad?
He's not the one that tried to break up with her. He was staying there. He was there.
So how do you
She
be a
broke up with
stepdad?
him.
Yeah. How do you be a stepdad?
How do you be a stepdad if that pussy belongs to her baby father? You can't be a stepdad then. That's not your girl.
No, he's dead.
That's a great answer.
He's dead.
Wait, so once they die, the pussy is free?
Oh, yeah.
It's unleashed.
Once the death certificate is signed,
Yeah.
when he's put in
Once
the dirt,
corpse goes
the
down,
pussy has
the
wings.
pussy opens up. Yes, absolutely. For sure.
Gates of heaven.
I forgot that in the sermon.
Yeah, that's how it goes. You didn't know that?
No, I
Hymen
didn't.
reseals.
Can't teach you everything. bro.
I appreciate it though.
Yeah.
Keep me on my toes.
All right, well, I would say
Dump her. Just dump her.
Dump
No,
her, man.
he can't
Just
dump her. She does not want to be with him.
Get back with her.
Still
And you
dump
can't
her.
and you can't get mad if you're saying you want to be with her and her feel a way that you're fucking other people when you're saying, yo, I just want to be with you, just you, and she's saying I don't, and she
Yeah.
fucks someone and you're fucking other people.
He's going to do it like Trump did to Curry at the White House when Curry was like, fuck you, we don't want to go. And he goes, well, you're not invited. Like, it's like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
They're doing
It's
that
the same thing. Yeah. So it's like, yo, we not together no more. She's like, I said that. I'm like, no,
Yeah,
I'm
but-
saying it. That's what
But I'm saying it louder.
Yeah, I'm
so-
saying
that,
it more.
yeah.
Like, I'm saying it again for you. Like, that's all you got to do.
I understand why you have
when
your
Vlad
feelings.
invited me to his platform that I didn't want to go to.
Right. Same
I was
thing.
like, what? I didn't ask.
Exactly.
How could you uninvite me?
What are you saying, Demaris?
That's a really.
Dumper.
What? I never wanted to come on.
Dump her.
Just dump her.
He's dumped.
Oh, yeah. Stay
Just
dumb.
move on.
Just move on, yeah.
Yeah.
Dump her from your mental because you can't dump her. You were the one dumped.
Yeah,
That's not
you caught the L, man. It's the summer.
It
Go find
happens. We
someone
all
new.
catch L's.
Yeah.
And stop thinking that just because you sleeping with somebody that they belong to you. I don't know why you thought that she was just never going to sleep with anybody.
Because Maul said.
Yeah, Maul said that.
Y'all can't.
They have
well,
a family.
Maul said that because they have
They
a
don't
child.
have a family. They're not together.
That don't mean you ain't.
Whoa. You can have a family and not be
Okay,
together.
that's fine. But if she wanted to go start a family with somebody else and his son, she can do that. They're
She
not
can-
together.
Yes, of course you can, but that's still
Yes,
those
they're
are
still
two independent
family.
things.
But
They're
that
still
doesn't
family.
just because we're a family. That doesn't mean that I can't go fuck somebody else. We're not in a relationship.
That probably wouldn't be the
Unfortunately,
best
though,
idea.
I
Whatever
am
you
sort of
want,
involved in how you fuck if we have a kid.
What?
I am sort of involved in that process.
And how you fuck or who you fuck?
When, who, like, I have to be
No.
somewhat involved.
No.
I need to watch
bro.
the kid for you to go on the date.
Nah, I got a babysitter, baby. You good?
Why you got a babysitter? I'm free.
Okay. Well, you can watch her. You can watch her then. That's fine.
At the crib.
You watching the kid while she's getting her back blown out?
At your crib, right?
I don't see why not.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. Take that, because that nigga definitely can't come around my kid.
Niggas always
facts.
think that's such a threat. Yo, don't nobody want to be around your fucking kid. Okay, woo, take your
No,
kid,
it
bro.
ain't about wanting to be around my kid. We just making it clear. Like, you just met this nigga, you just started dating him, he can't come around my kid.
Okay, cool. So you can watch him while I go on a date and get my back blown
100%.
out and suck dick from the back. Thank
Yeah,
you.
could do all of that.
Sure.
Just make sure that he ain't.
Wait,
make sure my
explain.
kid
Brush
is
your
nowhere
teeth
around.
before you get home, though.
Suck dick from the back.
Yeah, like just make sure my kid ain't nowhere around
Like
there.
that would hurt.
That's all.
No, it's pretty dope. Sorry.
All right.
Anyways, next
Eddin.
voicemail, please.
Yeah, what's the next voicemail?
Okay.
Good luck, sir.
It's kind of-
Good luck. Tell him good luck.
What?
After his baby
I feel for
moms
me
is
as a
fucking-
family and shit. That can get difficult.
Right.
Yeah, it's true.
All right, excellent.
Yo, what's good? I love this podcast. I love NewRoryNMal, Demaris, Eddin, and Julian. I've been following y'all since y'all old pod, and I've been hoping y'all come by, Tampa, Florida sometime, or at least somewhere in Florida, because I'd love to see y'all live. My name's Dion, and I'm not going to get my full name for disclosure reasons, shit like that. But this issue has to do with my sex life and shit, right? So this has been an issue that's been happening before, but me and my girl, we've been dating for about 7-8 months.
Take a blue chew.
And as of recently, I want to say about 2 months ago, our intercourse, our sex and shit, it ain't how it was from back in the day, from back when we first met and shit like that.
Just
I
say
don't know
it,
if
man.
I'm really comfortable coaching her and shit like that through the shit she wants, because she's not. I don't want to say she ain't good at it, but she's younger than me. I'm 26. She 20. She just turned 20 and shit. And it's just
Nasty.
Ew.
I don't want to say this shit ain't satisfying me, but it's hard for me to, stay up there and want to have sex a lot of times. A lot of times she wants to have sex. She wants to be involved in it. And a lot of times for me to finish to have sex, I have to think about other times I had sex with other people and shit like that.
Nah, bro.
And I want to say, what could I do to resolve this issue,
Dump
or
her.
what could I do? Do I communicate to her what she should do? I need y'all to let me know.
You don't like this girl, bro.
Dump her, bro.
You don't like this girl.
Stop.
That's it.
Stringing her along. It's not going to get
She's
better.
20.
Oh, now y'all screaming dump her. Now y'all taking my
he
balls.
really don't like this girl.
No, he likes her.
No,
You
he
could-
does not.
If I'm calling into a
No, he does
podcast
not.
for advice on how this girl can make me nut and I won't
Call
just dump her
another
at
woman.
26,
He's
He
using a
can't-
Patreon feature. He doesn't like this girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was signed up for Patreon already.
Using a Patreon feature.
We appreciate you, but still,
Yo,
he don't like this girl.
first of all,
He didn't pay $10 to save his
I think
relationship.
he likes her a lot. She just got whacked. She's not good at sex.
she's
said it
young.
was
She's
good at
young.
first.
She's 20 years old. She's probably not that experienced sexually. There could be a lot of things there.
Sounds like my last advice that someone in their 20s should go out and date.
Not after they have a child. Why you like to leave? Why you like to leave certain, he likes to
Why
leave
do you
certain
think
details
somebody's
out.
On
life
Juneteenth.
ends when they have a child? They had
Who
a
said
child.
that life ends? I'm saying that's a family. This ain't just, they've been together 7 months.
And
you
I'm
talking about
saying
somebody that has
she's
a
so-
child, a family that live together. That's a totally different
That's
thing.
not what I'm talking about. She's so inexperienced because she's 20 years old and she's going into her early 20s, where you may learn more about that subject in particular.
Sucking dick.
Yeah, but the other woman is 26 and the gentleman was 25.
I know she didn't have her 20s. And I'm saying she could end up she's this girl. It's like when you go to prison, you come out the same age because you couldn't develop. When you get in a relationship at an early age and stay that way, you're still the same person sexually because you didn't go out and fucking date.
That's not true.
He comparing relationships to prison.
That's not true.
They both are kind of bids. If
That
you think
freestyle
about it.
actually was all right.
That wasn't bad.
This dude though, Darius, Dan, what's his name? Dion from Tampa.
He don't like her, bro.
It's not that he don't like her. He's
He
just
don't
not.
like
They're
her.
not sexually compatible.
Maybe the more he finds out about her, the less he finds her sexually attractive.
Well, first of all, he should
That
stop
might-
talking like
okay.
he's super old. You're not above teaching someone how to have sex at 26 years old.
Yeah, but but the thing is,
You don't like
he's-
girls with experience?
With no experience?
With experience.
I like women with experience.
That's what I think that's what that's his problem right now.
Ooh,
Say
the
that
other
at
girls he
30.
was fucking that are 21, they're
They're probably maybe she's just
they're
inexperienced.
the pros of the game.
Well, what age do you guys think you became experienced at sex? I'll ask that, then we can get back to this. 'cause
Off
I think
rip.
it'll help clarify.
Off rips.
Offer it.
I knew I was fucking. I knew I was fucking when I was probably 26.
I was going to go 25, 26.
Wanna say,
Probably when I was
around that
20.
time.
Yeah.
Which is correct because I lost my virginity at 14. It took me about 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably
Well, they say
20.
10,000 hours, Rory.
Yeah, I put my 10,000 hours. But also,
was fucking.
a lot of that experience too may come from having a place to yourself.
Yeah.
True.
A lot of people don't get experience in sex because they only have certain times that they can have sex.
Yeah.
Yeah, twin XL
I got
bed
an
and dorm
apartment
room.
at 22. Even college, you had a roommate and other shit. It was heightened than it was in high school. But until I was 22 and had an apartment, yeah, That's when I was fucking. That's like when I really caught my stride.
Stride. And stride.
College fucking is way different than having your own apartment fucking.
Oh, for sure.
In my opinion.
Once you have your own place, that's a whole
just
different level of fuckville.
Yeah.
Like now you just like
You could experiment a little bit more than you could where
Yeah.
college was like, y'all are just fucking because we're all 18.
How about you, Demaris?
I'm sorry.
I'm at the question you asked us.
Oh, I think I became fun to have sex with at around 19, 20. But I think I became, like, I started to really enjoy sex when I hit around like 25 probably. Which is different for girls. Because I can be fun for you, right? Because you grow up watching porn. So you grow up trying to emulate a man's fantasy, basically, when you're a girl. And then for it actually to become good to me, it's like, oh, I'm an adult now. Like, oh, this is actually the way that sex is supposed to feel. So I think it's a little different for women.
Ran into some possible advice for this guy. Pull up some porn.
Do not pull up porn.
No.
Do not pull up porn.
No.
where'd you run into that advice?
Yeah, where did you get
I actually gave the exact opposite of that
That's what I
advice.
want to know. Where'd you because you've been sitting here
Just
this whole time.
pull up on the flat
Where
screen.
did you run into this advice? at?
Babe, like, yo, this is how we should be fucking. I'm sure that'll go over great.
It's funny because he said, "Yo, it ain't as good as it was like back in the day." What do you mean? Y'all been fucking for 7 months. What do you mean
And you're
back in the day?
26.
Yeah, like what the fuck is he
7
talking
months is a
about?
long time.
Then the night he beat is probably the only night in mind, like the first night. That's probably all he's thinking about.
The excitement
Because
of
it was
them
new.
fucking
No,
for the
he
first
said,
yeah.
he said 2 months ago. He said 2 months ago it got whacked. They've been together for 7 months. He said 2 months ago it got whacked.
So then that means
20.
that means it was always whack. The
just really
excitement of
liked her at
fucking
that time.
someone new
Yeah.
Like,
is
yeah,
what
yeah.
was good
19.
about it. It wasn't the sex wasn't good.
Yeah. Shut up.
So yeah, leave that girl.
Yo,
Leave that girl
her.
alone.
Bro,
He
leave her-
doesn't like
let
her.
her finish school. Well, she had like 3 college
Yeah,
credits.
I also don't think you should be 26 seriously dating a 20-year-old.
I don't think they're
Also as
seriously
well.
dating.
And it's not about the age gap. It's not about that. It's just
It
when
is. That's a weird gap.
That is
I don't think it's a
interesting
weird gap. I just think it's when you're 20 as a woman, like there's so much. You need to let a 20-year-old be single. I don't think 20-year-old women should be in relationships. That's just me.
I agree.
Like, I don't think, and I don't damn sure don't think that you at 26 should be in a relationship with a 20-year-old.
Married at 20.
Yeah, but that's
Nah,
our
but that's
different
grandparents.
society.
Our
Social
grandparents do
standards.
We're in a
not live in the
different
world that we're
generation.
in.
I'm just saying, like, don't think that you can't be with somebody young and it lasts a lifetime and be happy. Like, it can happen.
It can,
Different world.
But different generation.
but I
There's
think
people still doing it.
if he was 21,
Barely.
22,
21.
I would say otherwise. But he's 26, complaining about the way that she has sex at 20.
I mean,
be
it's
with
people,
somebody that's
it's people in
24.
their 30s and 40s complaining about the way their partners have sex. It happens.
For different reasons though.
I mean, it happens. Whatever the reason is, people complain.
He's too young to be.
But 7 months in, if there's already sexual problems,
Yeah.
Yo,
break
just
up with
leave
each
her,
other.
bro.
Go.
Just leave her. That's it.
Yeah. You're
Dumper.
You're
Yeah,
in the
dump
height
her.
of your.
Dump her.
You're 26. You're in the
too
height
for
of your
dumping.
horniness. You need to.
the voicemail segment has kind of just become dumper.
Yeah.
Dumper.
I actually
dumper
never
segment.
say dumper though.
You just said on the last call, dumper.
He was dumped. He can't
last
dump
call,
a person that dumped him.
Yeah.
Sarcasm.
All right. Next.
Yeah.
Speaking of dumping, this next one.
Ew.
all
Okay.
right, well, it's not.
Okay, I
Not
thought you
that
were
kind of.
That's okay.
doing some just entendres.
Mhm.
No laxatives.
What's up, NewRoryNMal, Eddin, Julian, Demaris? I think might be able to help me out the most here. But my name's Seth. I'm from Louisiana. I'm starting to like talk to this girl, and we're getting kind of like to the point of like feelings getting involved. But summer's coming up, so like I'm trying to figure out how to navigate, emotions and everything, but still wanting to,
Fuck.
have a summer the way I would like to have a summer. So, if you guys can help, it'd be great. Appreciate the pod. Watch weekly, man. Thank you.
Dumper.
The
What?
first day of summer's on Wednesday, by the way. That's why I wanted to play this.
Dumper.
this week. So we're giving him very.
Why do
Timely
people
advice.
think? Why is that like the thing? Yo, summer's coming. I want to like, niggas fuck in the winter too.
Because the hoes
Probably
be
more.
outside.
Yeah, like, I don't know why people think that that's like a thing. Like, you fuck in the winter. When it's cold, motherfuckers is fucking.
The hoes
Because
be
you
out.
see more women
Yeah, in the summer.
during the summertime. There's more women. You're probably going to run into more women that are all
More parties
greased up in
outside.
sundresses. There's parties.
Heavies
and-
are out.
Yeah.
Big
In
ol'
the,
heavies.
in the winter, you're like, you go to work. It's cold
Heavies
outside.
in the
You're not
winter.
really outside.
What was his question?
How do I keep her and try to be single low key during the summer?
I won't go with dumper on
Yeah.
this one.
Cheat.
Lie to her,
Yeah.
manipulate her.
Yeah.
If she brings anything up,
Gaslight her.
make it her fault.
Yeah.
I don't know.
She's wrong.
Yeah, I mean, and throw in a vacation.
Here's it. Here. Yeah.
Why don't you throw
With the guys to Miami.
Yeah.
No.
boat.
Go
Get a
on
yacht.
a vacation with her. Like take her somewhere.
Okay.
Once you take her somewhere, that's like a buffer. That kind of buys you more like time. Like you got to take her somewhere,
Yeah.
let her get her pictures off.
Make her think she's sweet when
Yeah,
it's not.
yeah.
Here's a good one.
sweet.
When she accuses you of the cheating that you're actually doing, say,
No, I'm not.
why are you blaming that on me? Is that something you're doing?
Yeah.
That's always a good one.
Let's unpack
Yeah.
that.
And then get her ice cream.
yeah.
Yeah, it's because it's summer.
Yeah. Her
Get
favorite
her
flavor.
like a spa day or something like that. They love spa days.
Yeah.
There you go.
I don't know. Lie and say I love you.
Get a second
crazy.
phone. Get a second phone. That's probably
Okay.
good.
That
too.
works as well.
That's good.
Tiger should have did
Defense
that.
Don't
though,
give
yeah.
her that number, of course. Yeah, stupid.
Demaris, what do you think?
Do everything they said. Just because you're not going to tell her the truth. You're not going to say, hey, I really don't
He
want
doesn't
to be
wanna
in a
tell her the truth.
relationship right now. They're not even together. He just said it's just starting to get like where
He
feelings
likes
are
her.
involved. He's talking to her. He likes her. He wants to have her there at the end of the summer when he's done fucking every girl that went down to Essence Fest.
We don't know his Riz though.
He gonna cry when he find out she fucking somebody else.
Yeah.
He gonna call
For
back crying.
That's always my favorite thing about these calls is every man's assumption is that the girls, that's the only dude they're fucking
Yeah.
is me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Babe, you know how heartbroken Dion would be if she gave that whack pussy up to somebody else?
Oh, Dion shooting the whole
He
school
would
up.
be livid.
He's shooting the whole campus up. For sure. Yeah, and that's the funny part. I was like, yo, but that was the whack pussy. How you shoot me over the whack pussy, fam? Like imagine if she like fuck me and then like he pop up while I'm there and he shoot me. But you said you called into the homies and said the pussy was whack.
Right.
Like,
It's like when they rob someone's chain and it's fake and they
Yeah.
get more mad.
it's like, yo, like, are you mad
I
at
just
me?
robbed a fake chain. What the
Yeah,
fuck? I
like,
put myself out
what
there
the
to be arrested or hurt and this chain is fake?
that ever happened to y'all?
I've never
ever
taken
snatched-
anyone's chain.
No, I haven't stolen
No.
the chain.
Y'all ever snatched somebody bitching the pussy was whack?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
You said that so quickly. You got somebody in mind. I'm crying.
Take somebody's girl.
Yeah.
And the pussy was right?
Or like messed up somebody's relationship
Yep.
and the pussy.
Nah, I've never
intentionally.
intentionally
Never
tried to
intentionally.
ruin
Yeah, I don't think I've never messed up anybody's relationship. I've definitely never done that.
it. All right.
Jamal, are
You do it daily.
Are you
We've had callers saying
I'm not messing up.
the money bags
we
are
have social media evidence.
That doesn't count. That's stupid. That doesn't count. I'm
Just
talking
because
about
the reason their relationship ended doesn't mean that
I'm
like
talking about like me in real life. I fuck with the girl on the side. Like I'm fucking her, and like the dude finds out. Never. That's never happened.
You just
'Cause
pay
they
for
don't
their
find
dinner.
That wasn't a girl I was fucking.
bingo
you
card.
never fucked that girl before.
Never. I would never fuck
Bingo
that
card.
girl.
Yeah.
But not like that. It's just like, you know, when you have people that you don't even, that sexual thing is just not there at all. That's what that is, bro.
Like
This guy should actually just be honest with her.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised.
She
Might be like, yo,
God.
get that shit out your system. I'll be here waiting.
Oh, they don't.
Yeah.
They
I
never
would
wait.
That women like that
That's
exist.
First, no, they do
I know
not.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
They
Women
do.
don't-
Yes, they
do.
Women don't even wait for their fucking hair to dry all the way. You think they're gonna wait for a
Yo,
nigga to finish
that's
fucking
in the winter.
fucking
Yeah,
hilarious.
get the fuck out of here.
Or he's honest and says, it maybe pitch it as an open relationship. If you want to keep her involved or around, say, hey, like,
He don't want that
He's not gonna
because
want
he don't
that.
want her to fuck nobody.
but you got to eat that. You either got to be honest with her or just do what we said initially and just be the complete piece of shit scumbag, which obviously is not what you should do. But just be honest with her. If she
What he's
can't
gonna
do it,
do.
then leave, bro. If you're going to have this summer that you're talking about having, then you don't need her anyway.
When
And
I
also, why do you want to have that summer? Because I personally think relationships are the most fun to be in during the summertime.
Nah, that's
It's mad fun dates and outside shit y'all can do together if you really like the person that you're with.
But also,
Just,
some-
oh, nah, nothing's funner than other bitches. Yo, y'all make me sick.
summer in Louisiana
Right.
too sounds really hot.
muggy.
Like, how much stuff are you really gonna do?
Gotta be.
And imagine
by
like
the
meeting a
pond.
chick out like
in the swamp,
Yeah.
at the day party outside and then take her home. Ugh.
What?
that booty sweat.
Yeah, everyone's gonna be sweaty.
Oh, y'all don't like booty sweat now?
Not Louisiana heat.
Oh,
sweat.
ugh.
Yeah, just take a shower.
Yeah, there you go.
I guess.
That helps, right?
I mean, he's right.
If you really like that girl, stick with her. If you don't, if you want to have a fun summer, then be honest with her. But if she fuck homie with the gold chain during Essence Fest from New York, I don't want to hear shit. Don't call back
Just say
complaining
his
and
name. His
crying.
name is
Yeah, say his name.
His name is Maul.
No, I'm not fucking any of these girls.
You don't know that.
In New Orleans? I would have
If
to
you
be
went to
there.
New Orleans and had sex, you wouldn't know if it was
Oh,
this
yeah.
gentleman's
I mean, well, I'm
girl.
not.
Yeah.
I'm not. I don't visit New Orleans, so
Nah, yeah. You're not Zion.
no.
Well, those voicemails were great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we have anything else, or should we get into some Patreon shit?
Ja Morant was suspended for 25 games for holding another gun in the video. The Commissioner Stern, excuse me. Rest in peace, Commissioner. So Commissioner Silver
Yeah.
handed down 25-game suspension for Ja Morant, which the internet reacted to and said they were surprised that it was only 25 games.
Makes carrying look all right.
Yeah.
But Maul, it wasn't a gun. It was a candle lighter.
Yeah. It was a
Who was Ja's PR?
it was a toy gun.
They trash.
I want to talk. It's got to be like one of his homegirls, right? Not like a real PR agency.
It's somebody.
Oh, for
it's
sure.
somebody that he met probably in school, and
Or at the strip club when he was
Yeah.
wilding.
it's Ja. I'll say it again, man. Just be careful because you've been given an exceptional long leash to fuck up and not really experience too much of a heavy ramification of it. 25 games is light after this being your second time doing this in a matter of 3 months. Nike hasn't taken your shoe deal away from you, which
No,
is unfucking heard of.
They supported you
They're supporting you through this.
on and off the court, they said.
They put out a statement. We're pleased that Ja is taking accountability and prioritizing his well-being. We will continue to support him on and off the court.
Meanwhile, Kyrie Irving still doesn't have his Nike deal.
What are you doing?
And we won't
Posted a thumbnail for a documentary.
Oh, okay.
we won't bingo card you with the Kyrie shit again. But they gave Kyrie homework. He had to write like a 10-page essay.
He had to donate to
hundreds of
charities.
thousands of dollars.
Ja Morant doesn't have to take one gun safety course. Doesn't have to do anything.
It's just, listen, if this is not a clear indication of what their priorities are and what they care about most, then I don't know if y'all ever get it. But to Ja, I hope that this is the last time that we will have to see you go through some shit like this. Because if they're showing you that they just letting you do what you want, and that can be a dangerous thing when you start to feel like you can do anything you want to do and there's no real repercussions for it. You start to push that line and start to push those boundaries a little further and further. And I hope that that's not the case with you.
Do you guys genuinely think that a 25-game suspension will change what Ja Morant does?
No.
I think he'll stop doing cameras.
I think that
Yeah.
because I think he's gonna lose a total of $8 million during the suspension because it's suspended without pay.
Yeah.
So
And then kind of makes him ineligible for like MVP and all that stuff.
Oh, he's not winning MVP. Anyway.
Nike money too.
Yeah.
Gives a fuck.
No, I mean
The money, I don't think the money.
I get it. I just, again, that's what I'm saying. I don't, $8 million to Ja Morant. I mean, $8 million is a lot of money, but when you're making close to $200 million, I mean, you don't really care about 8.
Here's the thing. I don't think it's going to change Ja's perspective, but it is going to change the NBA and Nike's perspective of making sure that kid does not do anything wrong, just to protect their business and their perspective of their entire organization. Because they'll look nuts. If he does this shit again, the NBA is going to look more insane than Ja Morant. Because they gave him such a light sentence on this shit. Nike said, we support him on and off the court. He's a better human being. Nike and the NBA is going to make sure that there is not a camera around that fucking kid for the rest of his life. Not for any moral standpoint. Ja may not change at all. He may be running around his entire career with every gun he has. They are going to make sure anything is ever scrubbed. They're going to vet every last human being that's around Ja. Wi-Fi won't work for his friends when they're around him. Like, they're going to make sure no matter what.
I think he deleted his social media. I think he deleted his Instagram.
That Ja burner account's going to go crazy.
Yeah, I just hope
that Ja Finsta.
I hope he. I hope
be gun show.
I hope this is it for him.
It's going to be called the Second Amendment on Finsta.
Oh my gosh.
No, his Instagram's still up.
Is it?
Yeah.
They probably took his password away.
Man, that's the thing. You could take take away the main page, all that stuff. He's a kid. He's on this shit.
Yeah.
Like, there's
He's
no
doing
way.
his boys.
But y'all missing it. Y'all are talking about him showing it. I'm talking about him actively moving around with guns and flashing.
Oh,
it
no, he's not going to
in
stop
real
that.
life.
He's not going to stop
To
that.
me, that's what I'm speaking to. I hope that that's what he stops doing, because that brings a certain energy that may cause some tragic shit to happen. So that's what I'm hoping that y'all learn through this. Like, fuck, IG Live and all of that. That's, whatever. I'm talking about in real life. Is he going to change the way? Because obviously he's riding around, he's walking around with guns, and he doesn't care about pulling it out and flashing it. I'm hoping that he changes that, because you're going to flash that gun and pull that gun on the wrong person, and then we'll be watching ESPN with a breaking news that something tragic happened.
That's why I think his PR is the dumbest fucking people ever. Because we knew it wasn't a fake gun to begin with. So their strategy was, well, everyone has been upset that Ja's been putting guns on camera. Let's put another one, but make it fake.
Yeah.
Teehee.
Like,
It's
because
just-
right to your point, if Ja has the fake gun around someone where he wants to light a candle, the wrong person is going to see the gun.
Right. And they're going to have a real gun. So, again,
That's what it is.
just hopefully Ja just learned his lesson and is moving right after this. That's all we can do. I mean, good luck in next season when you do come back from your suspension and, you know, all that other shit.
Well, we'll see you next episode this coming week. A lot of Patreon shit happening, new merch out.
New merch available now. You look good with the orange on, man.
Yeah.
It looks good.
Matches the beard.
Yeah, yeah.
Not too much orange. Too.
No. It's just the right amount. Just the right amount.
Highlights.
So we'll be back. Enjoy your week. Be safe. Be blessed. And have fun. I guess summer's Wednesday, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Welcome to summer. So yeah, have fun. Be safe. We'll be back in a few days.
Dumper.
Dumper.
Big dump.
I'm that nigga. He's
Yeah,
just
dumps
ginger.
like a truck.
Peace.
No!